Welcome to Gamergate Plus here on the Ralph Retort Live. I know there are some simple-minded people among us who actually took this as a legit attempt to split the tag, which I always thought was pretty funny since it was very obvious that we were joking around. But then again, you know, a lot of people have some motivations to try to make your boy look a little bad this week. I don't know. It's almost like some big stories came out and they're trying to discredit me. I don't know.
What?
Yeah, no. Who would do that? It's almost like they have one person playing the nice guy game while their attack dog goes out on Twitter and tries to bring me down a peg. You know, if I was cynical, that's what I would think, you know. Especially when I see that nice guy retweeting and co-signing all the bullshit. You know, if I was a conspiratorial man, I would almost think this was a plan.
Almost.
Yeah, you know, they wouldn't do that though, right?
No, they're kind, honest people who
Ew,
would never do that to
like,
a friend.
Well, you already know these are the kindest people on Twitter, right? We're the shitlord brigade. Obviously, we're not worthy to be in Gamergate. We're transphobic and problematic. That's why we started the Gamergate Plus hashtag. Actually, you know what's funny is I can't even fake it in character anymore because we didn't even start it. The shit was going around yesterday. Not only that, it was going around in August. I think it was Rogan Luminatus. Here it is, which he pretty much summed it up. I think it's still good for today. Here are the 6 reasons people are leaving Gamergate. If this is you, feel free to join Gamergate Plus. Someone has a different opinion than me, and you didn't kick them out. Yeah. Ralph is still here. Yep, still here. My favorite E-celeb quit. I was only here for ethics. Why do you criticize Felicia Day? I love her. You can't talk about her. I remember this. A few people spurged out for good old Felicia. An important event is happening soon, and I feel the need to try to fuck it up. We've seen that also. Let's see. So today, Cult of Vivian started attacking me again out of nowhere. Like, I had already made peace with Game Diviner, and like I thought it was over. And so, I guess she got triggered by our stream last night, which funnily enough, got deleted because of Miss McMahon. So I had to go and edit it and re-upload it, but it's on the channel if you want to watch it now. But, you know, we kind of went in on her a little bit, right?
A little bit. Only a little bit. I think...
A little bit.
I mean...
To be fair, I don't know if you cut that part out or not, but did you cut the part out about the porn star?
Oh, no, that's still in.
It's
I think she's probably jealous. Is she jealous I co-signed another Viv?
To Cult of Vivian, I picked her over the skanky looking
Yeah,
porn
so
star.
did we. So did I.
I picked Anna Cherry because I'd never pick Cult of Vivian unless it was first up in the death camp line. Let's see. Unless it was first in line to the gas chamber, that she would get the first pick there. But
Oh, let's not have this conversation in case King of Paul catches.
Yeah, where's King of Paul? He can tell us about the dimensions and the sizes of the chamber.
He is an expert on ovens.
How many we can fit in there? Yeah, we just figured we'd do a stream for like an hour because everybody's talking crazy anyway. Ralph splitting up my Gamergate. It's like, no, just making fun of these SJW lights that keep trying to tell me what to do and how to think. And Ralph's unethical because he runs an opinion blog, and it's been clearly stated as an opinion blog from the whole entire time, but somehow he's supposed to be a journalist.
No, you're a journalist, sorry.
Yeah, like they're trying to force it on me. I don't even...
No, you are a journalist. You have no choice.
Yeah, I don't have a choice. Cunt of Vivian says I'm a journalist, so apparently I am.
Whatever she said.
I've thought about this, Ralph. I think if you ever did come out with some sort of wide encompassing ethics policy for yourself, I think that's akin to apologizing to an SJW. And you never apologize to an SJW because they're fucking liars.
SJWs always lie, in the words of my friend Buckstead.
They'll just continue to twist it against you. So
I'm not putting out an ethics policy. They can suck my dick. My ethics policy is I'm always honest with my readers, like I was this week, and exposing all these motherfuckers that were plotting behind the scenes and they wanted to keep it quiet and spring some shit on Halloween and all this shit. they plan on keeping this shit quiet. Now, it wasn't going to stay quiet for another day or two, if that. So it wasn't really, it was going to come out anyway, so why not me?
Wait, Ralph is coming out.
Anthony, how many times are you going to fucking super kick me today? Jesus Christ.
What is this super kicking business?
Super kick Nora.
I would show it to you, but Vince will take down our video again, so I
You
can't.
You can show the Young Bucks or something like that.
Nah, I'm not even going to take a chance. Ralph is coming out. Yeah, I've been
TWG is going to show up and sue your ass now?
I have no idea, but WWE...
Can you just link it in the chat so I can watch this and understand this joke? Because it's really...
Send her a link to a super kick. Pterodax, why don't you tweet one out? Pterodax had a funny-ass video. He's just like, why don't you put Benoit in there? They won't claim it then. And then he had this video where Triple H is showing Seth Rollins' next opponent, and it's like cut in perfectly with Benoit coming out through It was fucking hilarious.
Or show Hogan or Jimmy Snuka.
Somebody said, I stand with Ralph, the Trump of Gamergate. I'll take that.
The Trump. Oh dear God! Look at you guys
say
stroking his fucking ego, like
he's stroking his cock.
Somebody said that last night. By the way, Conta Vivian, you're welcome on the program if you would like. Matter of fact,
Isn't she
anybody.
watching it now?
I'm sure she is. She's probably
look
sitting
at the
there.
tweet I sent you. I thought she was watching it.
Is it on? Uh-oh. Sorry.
Yeah, thanks for ignoring your fucking co-host, bastard.
Nah, I couldn't see it because, well.
So you're gonna call him a bastard, but if he calls you a bitch,
Oh look, she's already. What a coward. She refuses to face me here live on the airwaves. I'm not surprised. I mean, SJW's always run. That's another rule. There's a reason we haven't had Lee or Zoe or anybody like that on any of the shows, not just mine.
I wish they would come on. That'd be really nice.
I'm still campaigning for Felicia Day on this show. So.
I really want her on. You know what? I'll even call her the Queen of Geeks if she comes on.
She is the Queen of Geek. I'll wear a Halo t-shirt.
I will bow down in fealty to Felicia Day if she comes onto the program.
I really don't get that they were mad at Ralph for talking shit about Felicia Day because we shilled the fuck out of her book. Man.
You think that's what's wrong with Viv here? Do you think she's a closet Felicia Day fan, or maybe that's what originally ticked her off? I don't know.
Does Viv, does she have anything for us to show?
Pterodax said, show Young Bucks, PWG don't care. Alright, well, we might show it here in a sec. I'm kind of gun shy, man. I can't, I didn't get a strike or a violation for the content ID, but I think another one might, but we'll figure it out.
Does Viv go down to Build-A-Bear workshop?
Does Viv go down? I'm pretty sure she does.
Oh my God. Who doesn't go down?
She's got a face to where if she didn't go down, probably not too much gonna get that much play. So I imagine she could suck the chrome off a fucking bumper, if I had to guess. But so I'll give her. That's.
Hey, Ethan, I feel like you don't really like her right now.
Can you feel the love here?
You know what? The love is missing. I feel like the love is missing.
I'm still down to Skype with you sometime, though, John. Uh-oh, John. A little Skype session, eh? A little private Skype session sounds like. I see. She's probably got some sexy tones. Probably sounds like about Brianna Wu whispering into your ear.
God.
Pretty sure that'll be arousing.
Somebody in chat says hashtag I oven with Ralph.
The whole thing's funny to me. Like, I lost like 20 followers, but I don't even give a fuck because they're all weak bitches anyway that never even interacted with me. So it's just like, I'm trying to drive people up. Like, you just need to get away. If you can't handle the Ralph's feed, leave. I mean, it's that simple. And these people, you know, they're all.
If you can't handle it, if you don't like it, then
just leave. I mean, it's fine. Like I said on Twitter, there's 2 different audiences in Gamergate right now, at least, probably more than that. If these people keep trying to like put out info like they're gonna ruin what I got going on or shut me down or some shit, or like this is finally gonna be the one. We got the Ralph here, and it never really does anything at all. Might slow shit down for a day or so. And even people, what's funny is sometimes I'll have some articles people won't even retweet, but they'll come to my site and read it, and they'll have like retweets doesn't necessarily have anything to do with how many people read the article. Because sometimes people are afraid to retweet my articles because people are so triggered. They're like, I can't. People unfollow me. That's pretty funny.
Somebody wants to know, who do you have to blow to get on Ralph's stream? I didn't blow anybody. I had to fuck a sex robot to get on here.
I see. Yeah.
That was
You
Ralph's
did it?
condition.
Well, fuck. I didn't know we could choose that option instead.
Yeah, I fucked a sex robot.
Did you guys know misgendering is serious business?
Serious?
Yeah.
What do you think about people misgendering Sarah Butts? By the way, let me see if I can scroll back up. Let's show you guys what Viv's all about. She was one of the ones who helped run Mark Kern out of Gamergate with her bullshit.
Oh, I just saw the thing you sent her. That was fucking hilarious. Super king.
Which one?
Oh, he sent me this one.
Oh, okay. Transit, but I'm kind of pissed at those. Wait, this ain't even the one. Where's the one where she says, "Oh yeah, here it is, right here." Oh my god, this one's just hilarious. Cause like, who is Cult of Vivian? Like, has she ever written a big treatise on Gamergate or like something I'm supposed to know about? Am I missing?
I've never known what this person does.
Barlow wants on. All right, fuck it. Are you on my Skype? If not, send me a DM. I'll get you on in a minute. So, like, I've never seen her doing it. I know she put out some videos that somebody else produced, because I know who produced them. It wasn't her. It's not like she's got any real talent. So, she's just a fucking figurehead, like, cartoon character, like, living, breathing one, and not even that good a one, so. She says, not everyone thinks that being politically correct is a sin. It's one thing to try to force everyone in gaming and Gamergate to be politically correct. It's another to just be PC yourself. That's terrible. Respecting pronouns and gender identity is not the same as endorsing someone's actions. I wish Kern hadn't gone on saying he wouldn't respect Nyberg's identity because of what she did. It doesn't sit well with me. So, the cosplayer who's never done a goddamn thing has the nerve to fucking say Mark Kern's actions don't sit well with her. Mark Kern, the biggest dev supporter we've ever had, pretty much. Not only just the biggest name, he was active in the tag daily throwing shit out. So, you know, a do-nothing cartoon character with a cheap wig, I mean, that can't be real hair, right? Somebody on Twitter said, you ought to fucking, something about you ought to go buy a new wig instead of fucking around with Twitter. That was pretty funny. But yeah.
We know a lot of people that love wigs, don't we?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What?
Blue is their spirit animal.
It's just like we know a lot of people who cosplay, right, Nora?
Yeah, we do.
And we like them.
Somebody said, I kind of hate
Yes,
Icer. You're not the only
we
one.
do.
Icer, by the way, was totally trying to act like this was a real, like I was really trying to split the tag. Because, I mean, Icer is just some dude sitting in his basement playing with his dick, probably. It's not a chick. It's just some ugly-ass dude who probably looks like a fucking garbage man or some shit. I don't even know.
Garbage man?
I don't even know. Like, I was trying to
you
think.
say that?
So we're going up against Duke the Dumpster Droste.
Yeah,
Is that what you're saying?
Icer, man. Shit. I don't even know. The gig's up.
I leave beer for my rubbish men. Like, every year, around Christmas
that's
time,
good.
I give them beer.
Everyone should do that.
You should do that, because then they take everything.
They make sure to get it all then, don't they? I'm trying to look through Twitter here to see what's going on. Let's see what's going on.
I saw some people complaining about how Ralph just uses his streams to shit talk people and blah blah.
Sure.
Blah. It's
Why else
true.
have a stream?
We do shit talk people, but the thing is, I don't think nobody gets made fun of more than the people who are actually on the fucking show.
Exactly.
That's true.
Did you know I'm 18?
Did you know I'm an asshole?
All right, here.
Did you know Ralph can't use fucking elevators?
Yes. Yes. And he falls asleep on streams and lets trolls hijack him, but they won't get these Skype beams. Anyway.
He gets drunk, and he gets high all the time. And
He met Milo. He met Milo. Can you believe it?
To be fair, we were, our insults are a little milder when we're fucking with each other.
No,
Yeah, well, they're totally mild when you tell me to drink hemlock. Motherfucker.
I think I did say
and
that.
when you're
one day.
like, are you popping pills right now, Matt? Are you having Xanax?
Yeah.
I did drop
Just
that
make fun of
last
my
time.
drug habit, fucker.
Matthew Dolby in the chat said, if anything, Ralph's trying to keep everyone in the tag together. Why can't these motherfuckers see that? Yeah, see, they're the ones who wants to shit up the tag and like say we got to get out. You're too right wing, which I'm not. I'm independent. Or you're talking about SJWs on the tag too much. Why don't you go do something else? No, fucker. I'm gonna do what I want on the fucking tag. You don't like it? You go somewhere else. Fuck that. Like, Ralph can just leave with his new tag. Bitch, you think I'm gonna abandon Gamergate after putting a fucking over a year into this shit? You got life fucked up. I ain't leaving shit. If anything, y'all motherfuckers are leaving. So yeah, I ain't going nowhere, dude. Yeah, go ahead, Matt.
Just to play what if. What if these SJW lights, let's say they get control of Gamergate? What happens to Gamergate then?
I mean, it won't last long, because without the teeth, it's gone.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't that what you think?
How does Gamergate achieve fucking anything if they want to pander to the other side?
Yeah, and you know, it's okay to have a moderate wing, but the thing that really moves the ball and really puts heat on the other side are the attack dogs, and it's the people who are really hardcore about it, not, you can't talk about SJWs. Well, guess what? The SJWs bring new people into the tag. That's what gets the most attention. I mean, do you think the mainstream press cares about video gaming journalism? I can tell you that they don't. But they care about us fucking up feminists, and they care about... and it's just like that with regular people. Most people, even gamers... I'm sorry to let you guys in on a little secret, and I still write about the gaming angle. Somebody's like, Ralph doesn't write. That's not true. I write about it all the time. But the thing about it is...
It's because Ralph isn't good at games.
No, that's
true.
But the thing is... most gamers don't even care about gaming journalism. Like, they just read it here and there, and they get their picks from other friends. They're like, oh, this game's hot. I see everybody else playing. I need to pick it up. I mean, it's still word of mouth mostly. Most people just don't even give a fuck. I'm afraid to let
it's
you guys
true.
in.
My wife is now active in a guild on Neverwinter, and so she's talking to this large group of people who play this MMO all the time, and she would every now and then just kind of casually ask them about Gamergate. None of them have even fucking heard of it.
Dude, they don't, man. They don't know.
Yeah, see, my dad's a huge gamer, and he's just like, what the fuck is this shit? Let me play my game. I'm like, okay.
Well, that's the thing, like, everybody just assumes, like, the whole world knows about Gamergate. It's not even close to that. It's still minuscule, like 20-30% awareness, if that. And some of the people that have awareness out of that 20-30%, it's very low awareness. You know what I mean? Just like, I saw the New York Times and Anita was crying on the front page, and that's like all they know about it. It's definitely not like us. We got fucking encyclopedic knowledge going back all the way to last August. Nobody besides us has that kind of time, people. They don't even have time to read about the real fucking news. You think they're going to sit there and read about Gamergate half the night? No, most people aren't. I hate to break it to you guys. This is a spoiler alert.
And there's just so much that has happened, and it's so nebulous in a way that it's very difficult to just get a concise idea of what Gamergate is in one reading. You can't.
Well, I can't tell you how many people I've seen, new people, and it's like, I can't hardly wrap my head around this. A lot of them will just give up even trying to go back and learn everything. And just,
that's me. I just ask.
Or they'll learn maybe like the big points, you know what I mean? But they're not going to sit there and like go back all throughout the history.
Like the little arguments, like, oh, this person's a cunt. Why? Because they did this and this. And
yeah, you're like, what? I don't care. Well, I mean, hell, I've written about it for a whole year, and there's still things I don't even remember writing about unless somebody fucking brings it up, and I'm like, oh yeah, I wrote a column on that. So it's just, I don't know. Let's see what's going on the Gamergate Plus hashtag. From what I've seen, this guy's a genius. He's so fucking stupid. He was saying earlier that it was real. Now, this is a fucking Batman, world's greatest detective here. So far, from what I've seen, Gamergate Plus isn't real. It's basically a boogeyman for summoning GG to tar those who they don't like. Who does it we don't like? Could it be Rico here? Reco? Bitcho? I'm not sure how you pronounce that. Maybe calling others ethics cucks wasn't working so well, so now we see the emergence of whatever this is. It's a joke on you faggots. That's what it is. I don't know. Ralph said to poke him, yeah, I'm on Skype, dog. I don't fuck around on Google Hangouts anymore. Nobody's going to sync my
Skype
shit.
Anyway.
Yeah, Skype's better, sorry. And so I can show my screen and stuff a lot better using this method too, so. Man, this guy's really on
yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday the mic and shit was fucked up, but we got it going.
So you're a boogeyman again, Ralph? Is that what this guy's saying?
I guess, man. He's a fucking idiot. Like I said earlier, he was saying something totally different. Like he was acting like it was legit undermining.
I remember someone tweeted at me and they were like, someone said that Ralph's the sweetheart in real life. Watch his stream. I don't see that. I was like, I didn't say that shit. Who said it? You said Game Diviner said it?
I don't even know what Game Diviner's talking about. All I know is he seemed to be co-signing Cult of Vivian's
Well,
bullshit.
he actually did say that. I don't know if you looked.
I can't see. You know I'm on air. Like, what did he say?
He said, "Oh fuck."
Tell us, lovely co-host, what he said.
Oh, now you're after calling me a bitch. Now you're calling me lovely co-host.
Of course.
You called him a bastard 5 minutes ago.
You know what? Double standards. In my opinion, at Cult of Vivian, he is embodiment of journalistic ethics, freedom of speech and thought. He said that about
Oh, yeah, he said that about Cult of Vivian, right?
No, he said that about you.
He said that about me. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Because I was starting to feel like... It was feeling like maybe he was trying to take this bitch's side. And it's fine, like... Me and him hammered shit out earlier. At least I thought we did. And then
you did. And someone's bringing it up.
Yeah, and it's like, this fucking cunt just will not stop and just keeps fucking going at me. And she was going at me yesterday, and I had a couple weak comebacks, I ain't gonna lie to you. And I was sitting here today, and I was like, I can't let her beta squad just fucking roll me again. And I gotta think of something at least halfway clever. So, I just stole.
So you stole hash.
That's right, I stole a hashtag. So.
Oh, wait, Barlow doesn't have your Skype. Listen,
there's a good reason. No, I'm just...
You got bored of stealing all your best shit from me, so you decided to steal from someone else. That's original, Ralph.
Oh, okay. Well, you guys just saw that on the screen, so...
Done. I don't know what we saw yet, so...
Well, you'll see it. Very low. I hope you don't mind people hitting you up.
This from the guy who put his address...
Why not? You know, Verilo is very controversial, but I'll say this. I've always, like... Verilo, I don't agree with everything he's done, like, with Sargon and all that, but... I got respect for Verilo nonetheless, and he's always been a super supporter of mine. So I don't even care. I like people who like me, and I don't have to co-sign everything they do. I know that this is a shock, Matt, that you can still be friends with somebody. And you don't have to say get out of the Gamergate hashtag because you wrote something I didn't like, or
I don't like No, I don't like that. No.
Is that bad? Acceptance
and
tolerance?
You can't do that. No.
Oh, sorry.
The fuck are you
I thought tolerance was the watchword. Yeah.
Nah, man, we're radicals.
I'm sorry. What was I thinking?
Fuck you. Jesus.
Right. Yeah, your real name's now out there, Verlo. Oh, it's already out there. Okay, well, you'll be alright. Alright.
Fuck.
I don't know. Have we had Verlo on the show before? I'm not sure we have. I'm not really sure we have.
I don't know. I don't listen to him if I'm not on.
I don't ever listen to him. The replays hardly. Every once in a while, I'll go back and check it out.
When we're cussing someone, I like to go back to that part and listen to it. That's fine.
Sock Puppet Joe says, "I love you, Ralph. I love you too, Sock Puppet Joe."
Oh, ew.
Dolby said, "We like you because you're an asshole that gives no fucks." That's pretty much the gimmick there, yeah, but it's not really a gimmick.
It's true.
Ralph is a fucking sweetheart. I'd totally go gay for him. Well, you're gonna have to fight Milo.
Yeah, Milo's first in line for this dick, no doubt. What's up, Verlo?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Pretty good, man. You got a radio voice, don't you?
No.
Better than mine. I mean, I sound like a drunk redneck. I know it's a shock.
A high drunken redneck. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So what's going on, man? What are your thoughts on the hashtag that I basically helped start off again today?
Quite frankly, I just found out about all this shit. It's good that someone's talking about it, to be 100% honest. I've been kind of saying this shit for a while, and it's not... It shouldn't really be a surprise, and it's not just people like Cult of Vivian. There's a lot of people that... I'm sorry that a lot of people like that are in there, but I've been working on a blog post, let's call it, or article, I don't know what you guys call it these days, but about this shit for about a month, and I haven't been able to put it out because I was finishing my master's thesis. But if you go back and if you...
No, wait, you're actually doing something with your life, unlike people like Cunt of Vivian? Is that what you're trying to tell us?
I was just about to say that.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
You mean you don't put on a wig and a fucking green and purple
She
shirt.
dyed her eyebrows.
She did. Did you say her eyebrows?
No,
They're
they're
not.
not dyed.
Is that
They're
the real
red
color?
pencil through them.
Oh, okay.
Red pencil through
Oh,
them,
see, we
right?
don't know.
But
how
I'm
much
gonna
this-
send you a couple of archives because she's front and center in something that I'm.
Yeah,
that I'm
please
working
do.
on.
I'd like to see them. Yeah, I will. Send those over.
It's funny because the same group of people, the ethics cucks, it's just about ethics. Don't talk about social justice, please. Those faggots, those same people, they all follow a pattern. They use, first of all, the same tactics as SJWs, and I'm going to detail that in writing. It's pretty much almost done. I'm just waiting on something to release it. But they use the same tactics as SJWs to begin with, so you're not off in mocking them in that sense. They're not SJW light. They use the same fucking rhetoric. They use the same...
Almost verbatim, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, they poison the well in the same way, like in this. And if you look at it, a really good example is what they've done with GG Revolt. Love, hate, or disagree with GG Revolt. If you look at some of the shit that these people have been saying about them, it's really curious. The group of people who are unhappy with the ethics only thing, and they're more than that, and they can be controversial, obviously, but when you start calling them doxers with no proof, all of them, everybody who posts there, they're all doxers just because allegedly one dox showed up there, and it has to be everyone who's responsible for it. Isn't that the same shit that happened with us in the beginning? Like, one egg account would say something in the tag, and we're all fucking horrible misogynists.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
You know,
People try to get me to announce GG Revolt. I ain't gonna do it.
And and again, you don't have, it's a chance.
It's not that I
for
co-sign
everyone.
everything there because I don't. Like, there's some things there that I haven't, I didn't care for.
Don't,
Yeah, but
don't post
I
it,
mean,
yeah.
in a lot of ways, I agree with a lot of what they're saying. Now, I'm not, some of the stuff, no, I don't. But, the pushback
those
against
guys-
this bullshit, yeah, I do.
What I like about them is that they at least give you a fair shake. When you say something, they give you a fair shake. They don't immediately like if.
Or like it's Ralph, and we can't even accept this.
No,
If
yeah,
you're saying something that they agree with, they're gonna say that, Although they do seem to really hate Sargon, I will say that.
Well, I mean, there's a reason for that.
Yeah, well, yeah, I understand that he called you guys
I know
out.
that you. I know I'm not. I don't know if I'm supposed to talk about Sargon.
You can
here,
talk
but-
about whatever. Now I'll just say everybody knows I like Sargon, and so
Okay.
I'm not gonna.
I don't want to.
You
I
can
don't
say
wanna
whatever you
shit
want.
on
You can say whatever you
people
want.
you like.
That being said, he says you can talk about whatever, but if you start attacking Sargon, he's gonna go crazy on your ass.
No,
so
I
just-
won't go crazy. I'm just saying I don't have a problem with him, and I don't know. I didn't like that part, but that's just me, and I'm not trying to throw the whole board under the bus because
That's fine. I mean, a lot of people weren't happy with what I wrote. I was on a dozen of streams defending it. Like anybody.
Yeah,
I
you
was
went
always
out there. Yeah, no doubt.
Anybody who wanted to talk, and usually the outcome was, well, this is a hit piece. And then when we got into it and we read it, because that's another interesting thing. A lot of these people who shit on what I wrote didn't read it. Well, Sargon himself didn't read it. He fucking admitted that on the stream. He didn't read it. He had me on so that I could sum up weeks of work for him because God forbid that he has the time to read it. But when I got onto the streams with these people and I talked about it and I kind of explained, they'd say, well, maybe I disagree with this little bit here, but overall, you cannot argue with the fact that if we're supposedly pro-consumer, which is, I don't really believe that a lot of people involved in this are really pro-consumer, you had a Kickstarter that hadn't been updated. It was updated because of me. 2 streams were done of development because of me. It's not a coincidence that it happened right after my article. So if you want to pretend like you're pro-consumer, you can't really put that, you can't really ignore that part. But getting back to Cult of Vivian and to
Yeah, let's talk about that. We got y'all got Sargon. Yeah, but go ahead.
If Cult of Vivian is one of these people who's also been shitting on Revolt and also been shitting, there's a list of people that if they say something, they got to shit on him. No, don't listen to him. He's a troll. And like the other buzzword that people love, drama. It's just drama. Ignore it. That's my Ramon impression if you didn't recognize it.
Yeah.
It's the number one thought-terminating cliche that these ethics cuck.
Oh, you mean drama, the thing that keeps people interested? Yeah, no, shut.
No, but I don't like using that word.
No, I don't
because
either.
It kind of implies that, it's just gossip. It's not relevant. No, I'm sorry. When your side is shitting stuff up, go look at the tag history. I don't even have to give you a lot of examples. Look at the tag history. When we were talking about about SJWs and saying, hey, look at these people. They're saying Link needs to be a chick. Everyone was paying attention. We had shit in common with the Comic Gate people, with the Metal Gate people, with the Shirt Gate people, because we're all fighting the same people in different areas. When we decided it's about ethics in game journalism, what a fucking coincidence. A lot of people started leaving. Just go back,
It's boring to only be about ethics in gaming journalism. I hate to tell you guys that, but it is.
Not only is it boring, is inconsistent. Because the first thing you have to do, first of all, most of these people don't understand ethics. I was on.
Wait, let me interrupt you for 1 second. Pterodax said, "Don't listen to him. He's a troll. Very familiar." That's what Pterodax said.
Yeah, that's another poisoning the well kind of thing. And I had this guy who came up to me and said, "You're a known troll from the internet." Like, I'm the most normal. That's the word.
He's not. Verilo's not a troll.
Fag,
yeah, you're not.
Normal fag you'll ever find. Like, I know so little about how the internet. Here's
the
internet works.
Here's the definition of the ethics cuck, according to Press Fart here. The ethics cuck. All we need to do is fix journalistic ethics, and they will leave our hobby alone. Don't attack developers. They've never attacked their audience or asked them to pledge not to rape others. EA who? Anyway, if you fix ethics, the SJWs will go away because it'll be impossible to advocate poisoned ideology ethically. Trust me.
Let me point something out about ethics cucks. Here's the interesting thing. Let's assume for a second that they're legitimate, because there's a reason they're ethics cucks, okay?
Let's talk about the term, because they're like, oh my god, you call them ethics cucks. Like, first off, it's a joke, right? It's a joke. Like, I mean, the ethics cuck thing is a joke.
It's a joke?
They themselves as it.
Right, but
okay?
I mean, yeah, well, now they do, but I'm saying, like, it's a joke, but it's describing a real, like, phenomenon, like a real type of person inside of Gamergate, but the name is just, like, making fun of them. It's not, I don't know.
It's kind of a shorthand term, kind of like SJW, which was a shorthand term, is now become colloquial, and it's in
Plus, these people were shitting on us for months, and they're like, "Oh my god, you called us cucks."
They're like, "You're dividing Gamergate." No, you attacked first. Now we're starting to defend ourselves, and you're poisoning the well. No, okay. Anti-SJW did not start this shit. Like, if you go to guys like Daddy Warpig, for example,
who I love, by the way,
with him,
he doesn't agree with everything I do, but he's a great dude. Like.
But look at his rhetoric. I don't care. I want to talk about SJWs and ethics. If you just want to talk about ethics, that's fine. I use that as like what I see as the primordial like anti-SJW. You want to talk about ethics? I won't fuck with you, but I want to attack the source. The ethics people, no, you can't talk about anti-SJW.
Right. There's a difference.
There's a key difference between the two groups. There is a right and a wrong side here, and the wrong side is the one that's trying to limit the speech of the other side. But and Press Fart put out, speaking of Press Fart, which is what I wanted to show you about Vivian, he kind of took Vivian's tweets about GG Revolt and replaced it with the term Gamergate, and it came out exactly like.
Hey, send that in the Skype chat.
I sent you right now the archive of her response, because I asked him without.
Okay.
I asked him without like. I'll get that for you. It's there though. It's there, and the images are there. And I can send you the image directly if you can't.
Send me the image directly, yeah. Jim
Meanwhile,
was right.
You guys talk. I can't do two things at the same time.
Chat said Jim was right that the steering wheel, and ram this bitch in the enemy. That is, take this steering wheel and ram it in the enemy. Yeah, Jim was right. So people are like, you sound like Internet Aristocrat. Good. So, yeah, I sound like one of the dudes I admire and always follow. Now, I didn't agree with what he said about Gamergate, like, totally when he left, but I agreed with the advice he gave. Attack, attack, attack. Fuck yeah, that's my motto.
Right on.
Yeah, it's like
in retrospect, people co-opted this shit to make money. That seems to be right on at this point. Like, people like you were talking about, what has Cult of Vision done?
Well, now let me think. Let me say something. I don't mean to cut you off again, but what I'm saying is, okay, they're like, Ralph's just in this to make money. Don't you think if I ran a just even 20-30% more like softer site, just a little bit, and I kind of gave a little bit to these bitches here and there, and I apologize here and there, don't you guys know that I could have more readers and more money by doing that than just sticking to my guns?
That's the wrong answer. What you have to tell them...
But I know, but think with your mind, though, right? I could draw more people by being just a little more moderate.
No, but these are the same people, because first of all, usually it's ethics cucks that do that kind of shit, because they're not happy of your tone. They want you to lower your tone.
Yeah.
You got to be a little bit more politically correct, Ralph. But if you look at those people, those are the same faggots that when Jim left, and if you go back and listen, and I would tell people to go back and listen to Jim's parting message, because they have twisted it beyond recognition. But these are the same people saying, oh, Internet Aristocrat is a commie, he's afraid of people making money. And then they turn around and say, Ralph is only in it for money. I mean, what? Like, you can't have your cake and eat it, too. If you're all about, it's fine to make money on Gamergate, just to counter Internet Aristocrat, which, by the way, his message was not, I don't want you to make money.
No, it wasn't. I got the interview up, and he specifically says that.
The problem with when you make money is if money modifies your message, is money is your only driving force. Yep. Why? Because at the end of the day, what happens is that you turn into a symbiotic relationship. You don't want to take SJWs out because you have nothing to talk about if they lose. So you keep them around, and you become just as bad as they have.
That's right. And it's about, you said it, man. It's about letting the money or letting something else modify your message. I've never let anything modify my message except, I believe it or not, I try to make peace with a motherfucker if they come correct, or if they, if somebody comes at me with, criticism, but it's not like, so many people just come up to me on Twitter and just send something like your ass or just like a total, it's not a critique, they're taking a shot at me, and they expect me, like, I'm supposed to sit there and have to respond to that like it's a fair critique when it's really a personal attack. Well, you guys know, I'm not going to take that shit. If somebody comes at me with an attack, I mean, I'm going to fucking attack them or just block them or whatever. I don't care about blocking somebody. Ralph, you shouldn't block people. I don't give a fuck. I will block whoever I want. Go ahead.
I saw a tweet earlier, and I want to clear this up because apparently I misunderstood it. When Game Diviner put the tweet out there saying it's the embodiment, he was talking about you, not Cult of Vivian.
Okay. Yeah.
He said he, right?
I did say he, so unless Cult of Vivian is a he.
I misunderstood. That's a possibility, but I
That's
misunderstood.
fair. You know what? That's fair because it's so crazy because I didn't even want to take a shot at this dude, but everybody is like trying to start that up so large. Like, we made peace today, and then I come back. Look, I was watching his stream, right, with, I forget the dude's name, Video Game Network, something, VGN, I think. Aaron is his name. And it was a good stream. Paulo was emotional as fuck, and it was solid. But I go to Twitter, I didn't watch the end, I go to Twitter, Cult of Vivian still talking shit. I guess she saw our stream from last night. Which was a reaction to her trashing me. Like, I wouldn't have even seen it, but I somehow got tagged in some conversation. And then I look back up, and she's been saying Ralph's a backstabber, and he's unethical, and this and that. I'm just like, who is this cosplaying cunt to fucking talk about me? Like, I just don't get it.
Oh, dude, she's been doing that to a lot of people.
What has she ever done, Verlo? Do you know anything? Like,
dude, just to kind of give you the short version based on that image, I asked Oppressed Fart if I could use that image. I didn't include her in the tweet, and then like a week later, apparently she found out that I was going to use that shit. And, you can say whatever you want about me, but ethics cucks don't like it when I have something to say about them. I wonder why. But she came up to me, and she's all like, oh, no, you misunderstood this. You're putting words in my mouth. I didn't say shit to her. I didn't even use the tweet yet. And I'm like, no, you've been doing this shit for a while. How can you explain this? Let's get on a stream then, because she kept changing the message. No, you're just a fucking troll. You're just a fucking troll. This guy's a troll. Everyone was right. He's a troll. Don't listen to him. It's the typical out that these people use, and there's a big list of them. And she's been doing this shit with GG Revolt. She's been doing this shit. She did this shit with IA, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, it's a pattern. It's not an isolated event. It's not isolated individual.
Let me ask you something. Could you ever imagine any situation where you would pick Cunt of Vivian over IA, Mr. Medicare, like, for any reason? Besides, I guess, unless you wanted to fuck her. I don't. Even so, I haven't seen Jim, but I don't know. What do you think, Verlo? Is there any situation you would ever take this bitch over him?
Well, to begin with,
unless you were, go ahead. I'm not even gonna try. Go ahead. Unless you were trying to, go ahead. I'm not even going.
People who
go ahead.
I don't really, from a physical standpoint, I don't trust people who do crazy shit like use that kind of hair. And
unless you were trying to attract meth-smoking prostitute patronizers.
Yeah. And again, isn't like her bikini pics out there?
I don't know.
Oh, God.
Link them. If they are, link them. Verlo, if you got them, link them. We'll pull them up.
I don't have them on hand. But didn't she
get them?
Like,
if anybody has them, send them to me on direct message, and I'll pull them up.
Meetups, and she was there like in a bikini.
Yeah, apparently. Like no, that's the other one that looks halfway decent. Although somebody said she looked like an Auschwitz victim. That was actually Jim. Said she looked like an Auschwitz.
No, we were saying that about the porn star.
Yeah, it wasn't Viv though. It wasn't this Viv. I mean, they're all fucking fake. Like, there is no Vivian James. I hate to ruin the fucking.
What?
She's not really Vivian James, guys. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, you son of a bitch!
Fuck.
By the way,
God damn! I just killed Santa Claus live on air.
Everyone in chat is saying that they'd rather fuck Jim. So
I think I'd rather fuck him too, to be honest.
He's
Golden voice,
farmer,
the
so,
docile tones of the internet aristocrat while I'm hitting it. Yeah, I'd probably I'd much rather hit it.
he's a farmer in Minnesota, so he's probably got muscles.
He's
and
probably
shit.
like strapping as fuck. He looks like
Smoking
Jake
a camel cigarette
Gyllenhaal
when you're
off
done.
Brokeback Mountain or some shit. Yeah, no doubt.
Okay.
And he
You
did
also
give
get a
that
lot of
little-
free-
And we know Milo's pretty hot for him too, so there's a potential for a three-way there.
He did give Milo that pearl necklace, so he's got experience.
Exactly.
Did he
That's what I'm
though?
saying.
Wasn't Milo complaining that he didn't do it?
Oh yeah, well, maybe it's time to pay it off now.
That's just a cover up.
To answer your question, I'd obviously take Jim. I want there to be no fucking doubt that I would totally wreck Jim if my choice was him or Cultivator.
Why is it the men are answering and the woman is not? The men that claim.
So you're telling me you'd fuck her over Jim?
I won't fuck anyone.
We don't ask you because every time we do ask you a question like that, you pretend to be a prude.
We were trying to protect your modesty, Nora. That's what it was. We
You
didn't-
pretend to be a prude and you say, "I'm 18 years old."
Take a shot. You know what? I'm gonna get my vodka out. Fuck you guys.
Get the vodka out. We might add a few minutes onto this stream.
Fucking wino.
Well, she stepped away. I was about. Oh, don't suck it down the wrong pipe there. You don't have quite the sucking experience as Conta Vivian. Yeah.
But seriously, how can you trust
She can suck the
somebody
paint
whose
off a
entire
fucking
goal-
straw, this bitch.
No, but
Yeah.
being serious here for a second, because she's not the only one. How is
Who
it
can
that
suck a mean
people
dick? No, she's not.
whose how is it that these people whose entire like participation in Gamergate has come down to something like either they're a cosplayer or they show their tits or they, say Gamergate is great and never do anything. How is it that these are the people that we're listening to? That's what boggles my mind. And if you dare say anything about them, oh shit, brother.
The
You're
white
gonna
knights
get
just come out of the fucking woodwork, dude.
These people who say they're striving for no drama in Gamergate and who constantly
are
start
usually in
fucking
the center
drama.
of it.
Yeah.
But
All right,
the interesting
go ahead,
thing about
Verlo. I'm gonna tell the chat I'll be back in 45 seconds. So you go ahead and give your take here.
Okay. But if you really look at it, what bothers me is that it's always the same group of people. And I know that early in Gamergate we had like these the factional wars or clique wars or whatever people were calling it, if it even has a name. But it's a very real thing. This whole thing with QQ, if it taught us anything, it's that there are a very tightly knit group of people who are trying to push an agenda. And it's funny because this is the same reaction, revolt, event, whatever people want to call it, that was almost founded on protesting the same idea in games journals. And then you have a group of YouTubers, a group of, behind-the-scenes people who are doing the exact same shit on our side, who have done damage to the tag, who have essentially created a schism, and who are actively trying to kick certain people out. And I'm going to explain what kick people out means. And nobody, no one bats a finger. Oh, they're fine. It's all good. There's no problem. The first step to solving a problem is acknowledging there is one, guys. Come on. I mean, let's not kid ourselves. Gamergate is broken right now, and there's a group of people who are responsible for it, and they try to dismiss it as it's too much drama. They're just doing it for the drama. No, it's not drama. It's not people got burnt out. It's certain, people, whenever they said, hey, look at these fucking crazy SJWs pushing shit here, and they'd get shut down because how dare you misgender somebody? How dare you, not use a politically correct term? And we were the guys defending things like comedy. That's the fun part. We were defending comedy 4 or 5 months ago. Oh, you don't have to be politically correct in comedy. Oh, that's fine. These are the same people that now are shutting down jokes because, oh, you may have offended Brianna Wu, or you may have offended a fucking disgusting pedo. Like,
you better not misgender Sarah Nyberg. That's all I fucking.
Like, you can't even do that. You can't
Is that
fucking
what she
misgender
was
that
upset
piece of
about?
shit.
Pardon me, sorry for interrupting you. Is that what she was upset about? Someone misgendering?
Yeah, it was. She was upset about Grom's.
No, it's not her that was upset. I don't care about her being upset. She can fucking get bent. It's the fact that people in Kia were fucking burning Mark Kern to the ground because how dare he say he? Like, are you kidding me? It's not the SJWs who are shitting on us for doing, they obviously are because they always do. But we have people on our own side in hubs of Gamergate doing the exact same fucking thing because how dare you say he? And it's been going on for a fucking while. And anybody who says anything against it gets fucking buried. And the way you bury someone, the way you quote-unquote kick them out, is not that you take away their ability to use the hashtag. You take away their ability to be listened.
That's
you
right.
poison the well. You call them a troll. You say that he's a liar and whatever. All your little clique friends repeat it because Cult of Vivian is not an isolated thing.
No.
It's a nice little knit group there, and a lot of big people are in it.
Pawn
They
Parrot.
all
I mean, we
think-
could name them all.
And you're
Like,
done.
it's all the same crew. Icer, Pawn Parrot, all these. I mean, I don't know what else to say. Ethics cucks, because that's what they are. Go ahead, continue.
So at
When
the
it
end
comes
of the day,
to ethics, has Gamergate not? I don't want to say won, but is Gamergate not winning? Have we not seen all these ethic
that's a
policies?
question that I've debated with a couple of people. Let's assume for a second that ethics is the only concern. Let's assume that, just for sake of discussion. And we've won the ethics front. So they
Yes.
now all have ethics codes. That's like the big thing that people throw around. It's the same group of people. I have a question for you. If Patricia Hernandez or Ben Kuchera, let's give him an easier one, Ben Cucklord Kuchera, says, I now have an ethics code, which they've had since October, by the way. That's the fun part. Polygon has had their code of ethics for a while, and in October they did an editorial explaining it, quoting the, you guessed it, SPJ. But they're still boycotted. Why? But if Ben fucking Kuchera, who now has an ethics code, writes a fucking article, would you trust that piece of shit?
No.
No, I wouldn't, because.
And do you know why?
Well, yeah, because he has repeatedly shown that he has conflicts of interest and he
Is a general piece of
cannot
shit.
be ethical or trusted.
So if these people can already not be trusted, what does it change making them have codes of ethics?
Oh no, I agree with you there. I'm just playing devil's
No,
advocate.
I know you're playing
Question
devil's
out there.
advocate. It's more of a question for the chat. I know you're playing devil's advocate based on what I've
Oh.
heard earlier. But again, the real question that bothers me is that when these people say mission accomplished, I'm looking at you, Sargon and Milo. You guys have been doing this for a while, and I love you, Milo, but you fucked that up. And I'll be the one to say
Hey. We don't
Yeah?
speak ill of the
Don't,
master.
don't talk about his voice.
We don't.
I'm
speak,
sorry. I hope I didn't trigger anybody.
Don't.
But
Leave the
Did
master.
you hear
alone.
the tears in Ethan's Ralph?
We don't accept Milo hate here on the Ralph Retort Live.
I guess what I'm getting at,
No, I
Verlo,
hate
is,
this. Milo
is
I know. I'm just messing with you, though. Go ahead.
No,
It's
I-
entertainment.
I-
That's another thing. They keep trying to shoot me down. Wait, let me say this before. Keep your thought, Matt, because I'm going to you right next. The thing is, they've been trying to do this thing you just described to me, Verlo, for a solid fucking year. Or at least 11 months. They got this idea that they've done it to others, King of Paul and others, but he helped facilitate it because he quit the tag and this and that. Well, I just refuse to quit. I keep putting my shit out. People like to read it. It's not, I don't hit every article. Some of them are ho-hum. Some of them suck. I'll just go ahead and be honest with you. But I still hit enough fucking triples and home runs to where people want to come read my shit, and it doesn't really matter like what they say about me on Twitter or what they say about me on KA. People know my site. They see me on the tag. They know what they're going to get when they go there. A couple laughs. They can talk whatever shit they want in the comment section. So they know I have a product, basically, and people want it. And so it doesn't matter how many cunts of Vivians and Icer freaks and Pawn Parrot fags want to come out and talk shit. People still know where they can go and get the Ralph. So now,
Well,
Matt,
keep in mind that you're at a point that, because again, it's not concerning that they're trying to do it to you or to any other individual, because they've done it to me consistently.
I know, Verlo. We know
July
they did. To me.
27th.
Yeah.
But what concerns me more than anything else, putting my own ego aside for a moment, is the fact that they're not doing it to specific people on random. They're doing it to a group of people who have certain ideas that they don't want getting out.
That's true.
That's what concerns me.
All right,
Like,
let me let Matt get in here. You got to talk about.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead, Matt.
Oh, what I was trying to get to, Verlo, you seem to have a good read on this, so maybe you can answer this. If I guess the question is, why are these people so obsessed with ethics? If the ethics policies are never going to satisfy them, then why have they become ethics only in the first place?
Because they're not in it to fix the industry anymore. I'm sorry, that's going to piss a lot of people off, but they're not in it to fix the industry. They're not in it to make things better. They're in it to make either money or gain influence. They don't want. Why do you think they want to shut down the hashtag? Why do you think that's
because they're ready? This is a thought I've had. Some of these people want to move into quote unquote respectable society within the gaming community sooner or later, and that they know they'll have to leave Gamergate behind to truly get accepted. Is that ever crossed your mind?
Does somebody like Cult of Vivian expect to make money dressing up?
I hope not, because without Gamergate, nobody wants to see an ugly bitch dressed up as Vivian.
Someone like Zoe Quinn expected to make money off of a PowerPoint presentation of a game. So everything's possible.
But think about it, Verilo. Gamergate's dead. How's this motherfucker going to get any cash?
Keep in mind, the reason why they want it to do... First of all, you have to look at what Gamergate really is, to its core. It's a place where, for the first time in years, consumers can talk to each other. Usually, consumers on every industry have been kept separate. That's how corporations and businesses keep us under their thumb. Because at the end of the day, capitalism isn't a democracy. Consumers get to tell the producers what to do. Otherwise, they don't buy the product. While you keep them separate and quarantined, you can do whatever you want. Gamergate broke that, which is why the journalists were so fucking going apeshit over it, and the indie cucks were going apeshit over it. Because for the first time, now you had consumers who could talk to each other. And that's why we had people like you, who were guys who came out of the blue, basically, and became big. Because now we all had a place to talk to each other, and the best ideas were going to come up. Why would you want to end that? Well, you want to end that because if you cut that off and you turn them once again into quarantined consumers, now you can have that conversation in a specific place, like a channel. And that way people will just go to your channel or to your website or to your specific place to have that conversation. That's why these people want to shut it down. That's one of the reasons. The second reason is what you said. They want to get into big fucking society. And what that means, if people think that like games journalists are fucked, they have no idea what's going on in like the big YouTube scene. All those fuckers, they're terrible. It's worse than fucking games journalism in many respects. And not all of them, but a big group of them. Do you think these people don't know each other? Are you fucking kidding me? Do you think Boogie doesn't know every single one of these assholes? Why do you think he comes out and says, oh, we shouldn't talk bad about YouTubers when the whole Rooster Teeth versus Angry Joe thing happened? Why do you think he did that? So again, they want to get into those groups, and you can't do it by being a Gamergate YouTube. You have to make it bigger. And what's the best market?
If you want to be mainstream...
In Sargon's words yesterday, and you were there, so you can hold me to this, anti-SJW is a bigger market. If anti-SJW is a bigger market, why is it that people like Sargon don't want to talk about it in the tag?
Well, I'm not going to go...
Don't comment on it.
I'm just going to say in general that if you want to be like a... I guess, quote-unquote, respectable pundit, you're not going to be able to claim Gamergate. Like, there's a reason I don't give a fuck, because I just always assumed I was going to be on the outside looking in, and I just say whatever I want, and I just don't give a fuck. Like,
quite frankly, I don't find anything more respectable than to be speaking for and with the consumers.
Yeah, so. well, I agree with you, but I'm just saying it's got a scarlet letter because the media, the way they portrayed it. But the thing is, how did I get involved in Gamergate? I've been a lifelong gamer since I was 4 years old. I've been fighting feminists for about the last 6 or 7 years, and I was on Kotaku daily. I was there when Anita first broke out. I was there when everybody fucking spurred out, and I was there the whole time. Of course, you couldn't see most of my comments because I was in the grays, because Kotaku's shit. And that was one of the things that actually motivated me. You want to talk about bullshit? Like, Kotaku had, and it's still like that as far as I know, like a 2-tier commenting system. It was like plebs and patricians. It was just total bullshit. And I don't know. That's how I got into it. And so the two areas really did converge for me. So that's
Are you admitting you're a pleb, Ralph?
Yeah, I was a pleb on Kotaku for sure. I never got out of the grades.
I've never been on that website.
No, you didn't listen.
I first
never
heard
been
of
to
it
Kotaku?
before Gamergate.
No.
And I started using it, and then Gamergate hit. I'm like, oh, god damn it.
I actually tweeted some of the screens where I was on Kotaku. I'm going to see if I can find those. But
because I was big a year ago, I was really big on, because again, another thing that people tend to forget is that the industry is fucked, but it's partially our fault. That's the nasty reality that we as gamers and consumers don't want to look into the mirror. Like, it's fucked, and it's not just the gaming journalists, because we fucking weren't vigilant, and we were allowing it to do them. How many people complain about pre-orders and excessive DLC and day one locked content and fucking season passes and all that shit and microtransactions in video games? How many people complain about that? But then you go and look at the numbers, and that shit sells, and then they want to say, oh, it's the fucking casuals. No, it's not the casuals.
No, it's not. I mean, really I'm just going to flat out tell you, I'll still... rarely, the reason I don't pre-order as much now is because I'm usually you know, not in a position. I don't really go to the video game stores as much as I used to, like GameStop and stuff. But I don't have
That's because you have games to finish right
That's
now.
true, yeah.
I have tutorials to get through.
I have to finish Metal Gear Solid, Batman, Arkham, and Witcher 3, so yeah, fun.
I finished Witcher 3 twice.
Did you make it through the tutorial in Arkham Knight?
Yes, I did.
Oh.
What about...
It took a minute.
What about the rest of the game?
I'm trying to... No, I haven't. That's what I'm saying. I can't buy any games until I at least beat one of those motherfuckers.
You need to Twitch these things.
I'm trying to
By
find...
the way, did you see this?
Put it
Ralph,
in the chat.
You're probably interested.
Put us some
in
news
this.
from the tag. Give us something hot from Twitter. We need to start some more shit.
No,
bro.
this is more about.
We hadn't started enough shit today.
Okay. You did respond to it. I just found it very funny that this particular person was shitting again.
You know what's funny is I wasn't trying to look for a fight today. To be honest with you guys,
You're not towing the company line.
the fight always seems to find me though, Verlo. Have you noticed that? No matter what, and they're like Ralph's starting shit. Well, I mean, maybe
It's really interesting when it's about someone else. One of the ethics cucks, it's starting shit. When it's about you, it's concerning ourselves with our own. Isn't it funny, the double standard? When people are shitting on you and saying you fucked up as a journalist here and there, which is usually nonsense, that's not drama. When it's talking about ethics cucks, oh, no, that's drama. No, it's not the weekend yet. Don't talk about that. Don't spill your spaghetti.
Oh yeah, that's Doomscanner. He's a total waste. I hope he catches AIDS. I don't give a fuck. Talk about worthless. He just scours the chance. He doesn't do anything worthwhile.
He's moved on from I hope you get cancer to I hope you catch AIDS.
Yeah.
AIDS, leprosy. What else do we got?
Well, drinking hemlock is a good
Hemlock's
one.
pretty good for him.
Yeah.
Ralph, what was
I
it?
told Ralph to eat arsenic this morning, I think.
Yeah.
So.
They said, so Ralph, what was the evidence of the plot to shut down the hashtag? Well, I mean, it was presented to my face. That's pretty good evidence.
Oh, they want evidence. Look at it. In a
Do
couple
they
of
still
days.
want evidence? Like, have you read
Of
the
course,
site?
Because usually
Motherfuckers
the
have
people
confirmed it. Like, I don't know what else to say.
Like, keep in mind that this particular event is not the only piece of proof that's out there. The problem is that they've done a really good job in keeping it hidden. But just wait a couple of days. It's gonna come up and it's gonna blow up in their face eventually. Like, people are really starting. You know what? The final note should be on that. Go ask yourself, when was the last time that these big people who are ethics only debated the people who weren't? When was the last time you saw that shit?
Most of them run from that type of thing. Let's face it. Not all. I mean, Sargon had you on his stream and stuff.
Sargon had me on a stream with a very first of all, Sargon had me on a stream.
I ain't gonna lie. I never saw that stream.
I saw it.
I remember that stream.
Like,
it was
why
not
would-
about ethics versus SJW.
No, it was about an
not.
article that he didn't read, and he
Yeah.
was trying to find something to get a gotcha. And throughout the whole thing, when we did the ethics conversation, there's somebody who made a highlight video about there. He got his teeth kicked in because he said shit like, well, Kotaku in Action has 50,000 subscribers, but when you ask the question, how many active users are there? Because I'm subscribed to it, and I haven't used that shit in 6 months. So tell me, how is that growth? And he couldn't say jack shit, but let's not get back into that.
Props to you for appearing on that stream, by the way. You more than held your own, in my opinion. I've always been. If I'm gonna say this
something,
motherfucker, he went into the lion's den, Ralph. He really did.
It was
I went
stacked
on
deck.
11
You know
I
what?
went on
So
a
many
total-
people warned me the other day. They're like, Ralph, you're walking into an ambush on the Sargon stream. And I was like, nah, not really. And I mean, it really
I
wasn't.
did.
Yeah, no,
I
I could
did.
imagine they hit you up pretty hard. Yeah.
Like, keep in mind, but again, it's funny because I got like 2 hours of sleep that night, and he brought in Seattle for Truth. I specifically asked him, don't do it. He did it anyway. He brought in Seattle for Truth in a completely unrelated thing that I had to basically, and I felt bad for that, but I basically had to say, Seattle, fucking leave. What are you doing here, man? And and now the entire summary of that stream is, you don't know UK law. Tell me where there's any mention of UK law in the article, and I'll give it to you. And he also doesn't talk about the fact that he made completely unreasonable requests, and I still did, and I fulfilled it for him. Like when he said the whole chronology thing, which I don't think he understands what that means. I went over there and I did exactly what he asked for. And did he update the article he has archived in his video? Oh, hell no. And then he goes around saying, I'm pushing a narrative. And whenever my article comes up, he just says, you don't know UK law. Look at what he said to his users. Like, not even me. Look what he said in the comments to people saying, well, this doesn't sound completely shit. Oh, you're an idiot. You're a fucking piece of shit who doesn't know UK law. That was his
Sorry
answer.
to interrupt you, gentlemen.
No, I got something to say. You know what, LEO Pirate? Get your faggot ass on this fucking stream, you little bitch. If you're listening to this, bring your fucking ass on the air.
What did he do?
He's a cunt. He wanted to come on the air with me the other night, and I didn't even want to appear with the fucking dog fucking piece of shit. But you know what? If you want on the air, bring your dead ass. He's like, the Ralph's got me blocked and da-da-da, because I don't want to see your fucking ass on my feed. But if you got any balls, you'll come live here on the air. So the challenge has been thrown out, you little bitch.
Here's the highlight video if anybody wants it, by the way.
Sorry to interrupt everyone again, but I must leave. I hope you guys have fun for the rest of the
I gotta go too.
Oh shit, so it's me and Verla, okay. Alright guys.
I got some Digi to play, man.
I have my personal statement to start writing for university, because I would like to go this year.
Alright, well take it easy guys. We're still gonna go for a minute.
Okay, bye.
Alright, love you, Ralph. See you later.
Yeah, man, take it easy, dude.
You too,
Later,
man.
guys. Been a pleasure.
Alright, so we're still going.
So just you and me.
It's just me and you, man.
Which is fine with me.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring somebody else on too, probably, but we'll see.
Yeah.
But
yeah, the interest, like, I don't, like, to put it to you this way, because I was on that stream with you, QQ, and Kevin, and he talked for a while, and some people are saying it was just trolling. I'm mixed on that. Other people say it wasn't a big deal. When it comes down to it, I really don't understand why anybody would say that first of all, what Kevin did was commendable. Like, he sullied his no one's going to trust him with private shit anymore. And he did it for the good of, at least in his mind, of the tag. And you put your ass out there because you thought it was the right thing. How is it that you're a villain in this shit is what I don't get.
I don't get it either. But,
like we can say you've done some things that aren't necessarily the right way or whatever. We can criticize it, but how is it that this particular piece of information that was clearly for the benefit of the tag, you didn't even mention names. I would have mentioned names all over the place, but you didn't even mention.
No, I try to keep it out of it. I try to keep it like off that level. John Kelly. Sarge, I don't know if he's coming on, but John Kelly can come on if he wants. Go ahead, Verlo.
So. Yeah, I mean, it's how is it that you're the villain in this shit? That's the interesting question that people have to ask, because quite frankly, and I don't mean this as an insult, you've been pretty fucking calm in this shit. You haven't really gone after anybody. Like when you talked to QQ, when you talked to Sargon, it was pretty much like I just did the right thing. I'm not trying to fuck with anybody. And somehow this turns into a big controversy. I thought this was done, and somehow people are still shitting on you because how dare you put this information? Are you kidding me? Are they that retarded?
A lot of people are that retarded. Like, you stabbed so-and-so in the back, and I'm just like, no. It was presented to me like the plan was going forward, right? Like it already had critical support, and so.
No, it's something. No, the fun part about this is that people want to talk about just the plan. What I think is interesting is how the groups of people who came out and supported it, like publicly, how it just, to me, it showed where the cliques are. It showed who are the group of people who are buddies and are trying to push a specific agenda. And it also shows that this isn't new. This isn't something that they just made up. They've been doing it for months. Like, just, come on, guys. Don't trust me. Don't trust Ralph. Go back and do your own research. And look at how look at the speech. How many of these people flip-flopped originally from being, let's talk about anti-SJWs, let's kick them in the teeth, to, we just need ethics. And here's another interesting question. What is the ethics code that Gamergate upholds? Like, if we're all about ethics is a fucking subjective thing. You have to tell me, what ethics code does Gamergate uphold? No one's been able to agree. Do we uphold SPJ? Is that it? Are we for that?
I don't even know. There is no official ethics code.
There is none. So how can you demand ethics when you don't have such a simple question answered? It almost seems like there really isn't a fight that they want to win, is there? It almost seems like this whole ethics thing is just a way to become moderate and to fucking be PC and to fucking not get on people's toes. So, for those people who actually care about ethics and who aren't like the ethics cucks, because if you care about ethics, you're not an ethics cuck. Because if you're trying to silence everybody else, that's what makes you an ethics cuck. But if you're one of these people who really cares about ethics and is bought into this, ask yourself, why isn't such a fundamental question not answered? And I'll put out another one. Why do you think we need websites? First of all, if a website doesn't put public their ethics code, does that make them untrustworthy? No, it doesn't. It fucking absolutely doesn't. I know that people don't like James Fudge because how dare he. That's another thing. People shit on my article, but then a real journalist at Gamergate has no problem with, from GamePolitics.com, wrote an article where, you guessed it, my article was the source. So, and they shit on him because reasons. But it's like he said, I'm not going to put out an ethics code. It's a fucking...
Nah, fuck that. That's just something they're trying to force on me. I don't have to... I'm an opinion piece writer. Like,
and here's what really bothered me last night is that they said, "Why didn't you contact these people for comment?" That's the same fucking shit that they used on me. First of all, that's on discretion of the writer. There's no law or anything written down that says you have to contact every single person in the story. If that means you don't trust me or Ralph or anybody else because of it, fine, that's your prerogative.
Yeah, they keep talking about right to reply, right to comment. There's no such thing.
There's no such thing.
It doesn't exist, guys. Like, in some countries, like European, I think there are a few countries, but here in America, where I reside, it doesn't exist. I don't have to give anybody the right to reply. I don't have to tell them shit. I don't have to ask them shit. I just go to press. And as long as I'm not libeling someone or slandering them,
and the interesting thing is that you give people who hate your guts, like, and people who, I mean, you had an issue, like, I know it's resolved now, but you had an issue with John Kelly, and you let him write on your fucking site.
Exactly.
Like, what people should gather off of that is this is a guy who doesn't have a problem with defending his point of view and engaging his opponents. Yet we have people in Gamergate that we all love and admire that don't do the same thing. So, again, right to reply doesn't exist, but when people give it, it should help your credibility. But, you know, hey, it seems to be that almost it's only a good thing for certain people. And this whole you need to follow certain journalistic standards, I don't disagree with holding you to certain standards. I don't disagree with that because you have influence. And you don't disagree with that either because you said it publicly. If I fuck up, tell me.
That's right.
Probably not in the way that some people do it, making dumb jokes. But when you fuck up, people tell you. When I've disagreed with you, I've told you. I don't make a scene about it. I tell you in private, hey, I didn't agree with this, and we have a conversation about it, and you've done the same thing to me. But, you know, it's when you fuck up, people, you know, you fucking fix it, and that's it. But, again, these people seem to think that there's a specific code that you need to follow and all this and all that. And no, it isn't. And then what bothers me is that we don't want to hold YouTubers to the same standards. How many of the fucking YouTubers, let's forget about Sargon and the Gamergate YouTubers, how many YouTubers in general do paid promotions and have been doing it for years and didn't disclose it until Shadow of Mordor? But we did the Shadow of Mordor thing, and oh, we're done with that. Ethics. We have ethics now. I mean, you kidding me? Like, why? What is this selective ethics bullshit? Why is it that you get grilled almost as if you were working in a fucking big, serious fucking newspaper when you've called yourself a tabloid on occasion? Why is it that
I am a tabloid? Newsflash. I don't know if people hadn't
when
realized
they grill you on certain but why is it that they grill you under a microscope? Like, there's things that you could do better. I think you wouldn't disagree with that.
Hey, wait, did Gamergate Plus actually trend? Somebody give me the evidence for that.
Are you kidding me?
That's what somebody's telling me is actually trending. I can't. It's not trending right now according to this, but
yeah, I don't see it trending right now either. Are you kidding
I do
me?
know that when I type it in, like, it was already popping up automatically. If anybody has evidence of it trending, I want to see that because I actually did. Like, I saw it, like, it was automatically popping up. That's how you know, like, the tweets are starting to get, like, it's starting to get close.
Did you start that shit, Gamergate?
No, I didn't start it. What it was at first when I saw, I think it was Rogue Illuminatus back in August, and he had tweeted something. I remember when he tweeted about them crying about me, and then a lot of people leaving for being faggots. And then yesterday, people were doing the Gamergate Plus tag as a joke. And then Conta Vivian started talking shit earlier. And I saw that tag, and I was like, it didn't have a lot of play yesterday, though. It had like maybe 7 or 8 tweets. And I was like, alright, I'm just going to revive that son of a bitch and start using it as a spoof of like the SJW Light fuckers. And then that's what set it off. I just started I retweeted a couple of the funny ones from yesterday. I put a couple of mine up like this. Oh my god, people, you cannot win a war by winning it. That seems to be the attitude of a lot of these people, summed up pretty nicely. It's just me and you here. Varlo, you're holding your own today, I gotta say. You've been a pretty good guest.
Well, I mean, again, I don't hold streams. I'm usually on the Androdol stream and shit, but when the article thing happened, there was a lot of people who hated my guts and said, if you're a man, you're gonna come on my stream. I'm like, okay. And they didn't really expect that, and so I've been in a lot of situations with a lot of people who don't like me that I've had to kind of come from behind for them. So yeah, there's that. But anyway, dude, I mean, I'm the thing that I miss is what exactly did Cucka Vivian say to you at the beginning? Because
I saw a tweet and she didn't even tag me, and she said that.
Yeah, she does that.
She's like, Ralph's unethical. He stabbed his friend in the back and da 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 da, and It isn't trending yet.
I gotta stop you right there. Let's assume it is. Let's assume that you quote unquote sold Gamer Divine out because you wanted to do the right thing. Let's assume that's the case, and it's clearly not. If you're doing the right thing and Gamer Divine is theoretically not doing the right thing, and you tell people for the greater good, isn't that a positive thing? What is this we don't attack our friends shit? Oh, I know what it is. It's the exact same attitude that games journos have. Why are we promoting this fucking type of attitude that let's not attack our own, let's not call our own shit out? What is this stupid shit? Have we really become SJWs that bad? Is that what Gamergate is now? Are we SJWs? Is that it?
I mean, in a lot of ways, some people are. That's what the whole Gamergate Plus thing is lampooning. Now, I'm still not saying throw anybody out. That's not my style. They're the ones trying to throw us out. Like I'm not about trying to say you guys need to leave. This and that.
And again, this is the part where people take this little soundbite and say, "Oh, you can't throw anybody out of a hashtag."
Order a pizza,
no, but you can make.
Wait a minute, hold up. This guy in the chat's like, "Yeah, the bitch attacked me. Of course she did attack me. So what am I supposed to do? Not respond to this cunt that has 7,000 followers sitting there telling lies about me?" And I'm supposed to just keep my mouth shut? Fuck that. I'm never going to be that guy.
Well, Ralph,
I'll lose fucking 10,000 followers before I sit down like a bitch and let some fucking two-bit cunt talk shit about me that ain't never done shit. Anyway.
Keep in mind, Ralph, that we can't talk illy of women.
Yeah, fuck that bitch. How about that? Quote me, too. I want to see this played on Twitter. Fuck that bitch.
I think it's telling that she won't come on a stream, though.
Of course she won't come on. Of course she won't come on.
Like, you could say that maybe she doesn't want to step
And you know what? If she came on here, I wouldn't be talking like that. I would give her a fair hearing just like anybody else.
You always have, most of the time.
Most of the time.
I can't say always.
There's been a couple of rowdy streams, but...
Yeah, but again, it's even if she doesn't want to step into hostile territory, you can say, oh, like, you guys know a lot of people in common. Or you could have Game fucking Diviner. She loves him. So why is it that you know...
Hey, she said she was going to talk to... Did you see her say she was going to... Yeah, of course. She said...
Simple question. Could you moderate the stream? Done. And that way she can have the conversation. And if you are so, you know...
She said that she was going to talk to John Kelly in private. I don't know what that was all about, but John might be in for some Skype sex later on. I'm not sure. Yeah, no, she really did, if you look at the stream. Let's see. You're an ethics cuck. Oh my God, you're trying to eject me from GG. How? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, they've been doing this shit for months, and now that people are pointing it out, they're saying, "Oh no, you're trying to poison the well against us." No, I don't have to poison the well. I just have to show them what you've said. I don't have to provide people, because that's what they do. They provide people with new points, which is what they did to IA. Okay, he had a message, and if you look at the video responses, nobody addressed his message. Instead, they just said he was a commie guy who had a trust fund, who's afraid of popularity. And that has nothing to do with his parting words. Nothing at all. But, you know, these people like providing people with new points. And now that they're getting called on it, now that they're they're being put under the spotlight, now that people are starting to listen and go, you know, maybe there is something here, they're fucking running and afraid, and they're, you know, shitting themselves. So that's obviously they want to end the hashtag. They don't want to fucking have this kind of information out there. They don't want to sully their carefully crafted reputation. Yeah. Again, there's too much people not being real. As I said before, I don't think you're the best journalist in the world. I don't think you've done everything perfectly. But what I like
I'm not a journalist, first off, Verlo, so...
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
I know what you mean, but I'm just saying, people will be like,
Ralph, you know what, yeah, good that you cleared that up, because some faggot's going to use that in the future. But you know what I mean. Writer, let's just use writer. But what I like about you is that you're real. And does that mean you're going to be right all the time? No, but you're fucking real. You're not trying to bitch, and you're not trying to craft a little narrative, and you're not trying to, you know, fucking kick people out, and that's respectable. And we used to have a lot of that in Gamergate, and it seems to be gone. If you speak your mind these days, and it doesn't toe the company line, they will bury you. So I don't know, man. It's disappointing that we've gotten to this point. We had something nice, and it seems pretty ruined at this point. It seems that a lot of the diggers and the people who mattered left, and they left because they were getting fucking bombarded with shit. And at the end of the day, people like to say that Gamergate has achieved a lot. Gamergate's biggest achievement was the fact that it had consumers talking to each other. It had us for the first time waking up from our fucking 2-decade slumber, taking shit in the face, and talking to each other, and listening to each other, and saying, you know what, fuck these journalists, I'm going to read from this blogger instead. I'm going to read from him.
Let's see, Game Diviner has an explanation of what's going on here today. Would you like to hear that, Verlo?
It's your stream, man. I mean,
it's funny how it comes up when he's going to be the one to explain it to us. I would advise you to go to the RalphRetort.com if you wanted an explanation behind it. Since I'm the one that kicked it off, I don't really think Game Divider's in a position to tell you what's going on. But he does have something to tell you. Explanation of what's going on today in Gamergate. Human nature and identity politics, QQ's theory. By the way, QQ says that he wrote this as a troll. I don't believe it. I think he's full of shit. I think he wrote that and he meant that. Vote it down. I'm going to vote it down right here live on air. Vote it down. I think it's bullshit. I'm just going to tell you guys. I'm not going to put anything on Game Divider or whatever. I don't know. But I'm just saying, QQ, I fucking had to grill this son of a bitch live on air to even get him to admit he wrote it. And then he was still trying to be squirrely and say all kinds of shit. Now, all of a sudden, it's suddenly some master troll job. I don't believe it because I don't think that motherfucker is smart enough. So that would be the main problem.
The real question is, even if it is, let's assume it is for a second, it doesn't matter. Because again, there were a lot of people who actually endorsed this shit. That's the concerning part. Like this little op that they have, it's dead in the water. You killed it. What's concerning is
that was the goal, by the way. But yeah, go ahead.
And well done. But again, that's not the concerning part. We can't just go, okay, the op is dead, we're done. No. There's a clique of people who wanted this shit to happen. You think they're just going to stop now? No, they'll try in another way. Like, these are the same people that made Gamergate exclusively about ethics. Like, I hate to mention...
All right, go ahead. Finish that up, and then I'm going to...
I hate to tell you guys, but to everyone else, we're just about ethics in game journalism, which means absolutely nothing when you don't answer the basic questions. Go ahead, Ralph.
All right, so we're going to finish this off. QQ's theory is that there was too much clickiness, which I'm not sure is a word, going on in Gamergate, too much tribalism as well as gaslighting. They keep throwing out the word gaslighting, and it's just total...
They're the ones doing it.
Gaslighting is an SJW term, guys. I don't know how to tell you this.
Is. And they're the
gaslighting, whenever I hear that, I'm like, shut the fuck up. I'm not going to lie to you. Gaslighting, fuck that. I'm not worried about being gaslighted because I'm smart enough to fucking pick out the right story. Like, I don't have to worry about somebody pulling the wool over my eyes. Although, you know, sometimes some people can... I won't say that. As well as gaslighting, people on Twitter have aligned under certain camps and instead of talking with one another would just label each other SJW, ethics, cuck, shill, etc. Well, he's not talking about all the names they call us.
Nope.
They would never hash out actual issues, but just isolate each other with names. What QQ did, like QQ's some fucking genius, some idiot from RC who's never, I mean, he made a few videos and talked shit and rolled with the Triangle Crew. Oh, big fucking deal. Like, I mean, seriously. Anyway, what QQ did was open Pandora's box with his thesis. He showed the high confirmation biases of people who, quote, listened and believed rather than waited for verification. People's fears were running high, and instead of thinking with Occam's razor for the simplest explanations, they went for confirmation biases. Suddenly, all the tribalism goes wild afterwards. No, it's because you guys introduced a shit plan, tried to pass it off behind the scenes, and then I put it out there. Yeah, shit did kick off after that, but it wasn't my plan, and it wasn't my idea, and that's on you. And now that you want to say it's some... Wait, let me finish it. Now that you want to say it's some master troll job, no, it's not. It's you guys fucked up. I mean, I'm just going to be honest. Suddenly, all the tribalism goes wild afterwards. This is back to SJW gaslighters are coming out of the woodwork now, trying to demoralize and destroy people on Twitter. This isn't true. This is all part of the tag. There are no SJWs in this. I don't even know where this is coming from, honestly. Unless
I think that there are SJWs on
really?
their side.
Oh, there's... Well, okay. Yeah, well, SJW lights is what I'm giving the designation of. I don't want to. Yeah. I mean, I pretty much agree with you, but I don't want to call people full SJW that have actually been posting the tag. Now, in the end, this is how you can tell who's real or not. A real friend would never make you choose a side. Well, this isn't. This is a joke. Like, there is no side. We're still Gamergate, so I really don't know what to say to this. This is kind of bullshit, honestly.
It's projection in the highest fucking degree. What I like about this whole thing is that it's going to inevitably start a fucking conversation about, okay, has this been happening? And when they start digging and they start looking around, they'll notice that the people who've been against SJWs and have been talking about that and don't want it to be ethics only, we're not the ones doing all that shit that they're accusing us of. It's them. There is a fucked up side in this, and there is a side who isn't doing shit. They're the ones who are doing all of this fucking shit. All of them. And it's clear as day. Whenever they fucking say something against places like GG Revolt, they all retweeted and favored it. And now they're complaining that we're trying to bury them on Twitter. No, motherfucker, that's what you guys have been doing for the last 5 to 6 months. Time to open our eyes, kids. They're the ones who've helped to kill Gamergate. I'm sorry that it offends some people, but that's the fucking truth. When we went ethics only, the tweets dropped, the chants split up, Kotaku in Action became a fucking SJW.
Because it doesn't draw. It's not a draw, Verlo. Like, ethics
it's not
only,
a
it's
draw.
not a draw.
And it's not even well defined. What is your ethics code, Gamergate? What are you trying to uphold? You're just trying to force people to have ethics codes? That makes no sense, and it doesn't fix anything. Cucklord, why are we boycotting Polygon?
What?
Promote Polygon.
Why don't we promote Polygon?
Well, yeah, why don't we promote Polygon? Because if it's ethics only, they have an ethics code.
Yeah, that's true.
Explained it.
Yeah.
Why are we fucking boycotting them? I'm curious about that shit.
I don't. Well, they don't have an answer for that, of course, and you'll even see the trolls and some of the anti-Gamergate or former Gamergate people, and they're like, "Well, it's just an opinion piece, so why are you getting upset? I mean, they have a right to write it. They're following their ethics. I mean, and you know what? There's some validity there. I hate to say it because I don't like those people, but yeah, it's not just about ethics. It's just not. It's about ideology. It's about what they're projecting onto our hobby." And there's a reason it's happening in so many industries. And if we cut that, you cut out.
Like, I think the only industry that hasn't been hit by this shit, and they've tried for like years, is anime. Like, they're the only ones who they haven't been able to. Keys in and shit have talked shit about anime, but I don't think that's an industry that you can fuck with. So good on those guys.
Let's see if we can get King and Paul on here.
Interesting.
We'll see. He said Adam. I really got to take a piss, so hopefully he picks up. What's up, King of Paul?
Hey, what's up?
Not shit. We're on the air, by the way.
Oh yeah. Who are you interviewing? Or who are you talking to?
It was actually me and Nora and Matt, but now it's just me and Verilo. Have you even been following Twitter today?
Repeat that.
Verilo.
No,
you don't know him?
Last thing I checked that was Gamergate related was
the what?
The Sargon Gething stream.
Oh yeah, well that was a couple of days ago. Now we got the Gamergate Plus thing. You haven't seen any of that, huh? You haven't seen any of that.
No, I haven't been looking around. I've been busy today. I've been resting because tomorrow I got my Police Academy stuff, and then I did a fight yesterday, and I won it yesterday, and I was all fucked up.
Mr. Medicare said it's time to lift. Is that true?
No, dude, I wanted to go deadlift so bad. I haven't deadlifted in a week. I was trying to rest my core. I had a fight yesterday, and I won.
Talk about your lifting while I go piss.
Okay. I was actually... No, I haven't lifted in about... let's see, I did chest and arms. Actually, no. About 2 days ago, I did back. And cardio. But I was warming up. I was just warming up for a fight I had yesterday, which I won. And I was supposed to stream yesterday, but I was hurting bad. I'm so sore. I got to do this fitness test tomorrow for the police academy. Yeah, it was pretty fun. I knocked him clean the fuck out. It was great. My ribs are bruised, but that's all right. And that, I don't know. Is it just me and Ralph in here?
No, Ralph is. He went to piss.
Okay. I can't see chat, so I don't know. Which fucking Jim?
Jim's in the chat.
Yeah. That's what he just said. Jim, why isn't he talking about lifting? I don't know. Yeah, I hit that guy extremely hard. Actually, I hit him so hard that my trainer, I was forced to buy brand new gloves today for sparring because of it. Because my gloves were not 16 ounce; they were 12. I use 12. When I spar, I use 12 ounce gloves because they're lighter and you're gonna hurt him more. You're gonna have better connection. And especially in Muay Thai, since I've always been doing cage fighting, I'm back into Muay Thai again.
Yeah.
And I knocked him clean the fuck out. So, and he told me to ease it up next time because I hit him so hard that I hurt myself in the process.
Damn it. Jim said glutes for the sloots.
Glutes for the sloots. No, I haven't squat in about a week. When I did, I was doing heavy set. I'm trying to rest because I want to go up again. And I haven't deadlifted in about a week because I've been trying to rest my core. At least when it came to core training a little bit.
Go ahead. ZZ in the chat said Police Academy 8, Jews on Space Patrol.
Jews on Space Patrol. Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, that's basically what I've been doing. Tomorrow I got my fitness test.
Yeah, promote your shit, man. You don't even really know what's going on, but go ahead and give a plug for whatever you got going on.
What's going on?
Plug? Are you doing anything? What happened to the stream last night?
Oh, that's what I was just talking about. I said I had a fight. I did a fight yesterday.
Oh, okay, that's why you missed it. Yeah,
I had my first official because I'm back into Muay Thai. I'm trying to get my black short trunk. Well, that short I call them trunks, but they're not called that in there. I'm trying to get my black. I only have my blues, and I'm trying to get that master Muay Thai. So I'm back in it, and so I had my first fight with one of the guys there. And I knocked him clean the fuck out, and I was hurt, so I rested on the couch, and I couldn't get it up. Like my ribs are bruised right now. My lower ribs are bruised from he got a good hit on me, and my both my knees are bruised as shit, and my elbow is completely fucked from me knocking him clean the fuck out. I could put him in the hospital, but luckily he had a helmet on, so he lives. He lives.
He'll live to fight another day. Is that
well,
correct?
What happened was, dude, like, okay. True story. I was talking about it to Andrew and Neardrin, and they were laughing their ass, especially Neardrin. He was laughing his ass off. So what happened was I was supposed to spar, and I've always been the kind of fighter. The style of fighting is the more angry you get me, the better I fight. I'm one of those kind of like brawler kind of guys. Everybody has different types. I've never been a precision striker, in my opinion. I've been more of a muscler. I kind of push through the bullshit. And I told the guy was about 190, or no, he was like 205.
All right, yeah, wrap this story up, King of Paul. We're dropping viewers while you talk about your UFC fighting.
Fuck it. All right, you want to talk about it?
Man, fuck, I don't know, dude. I thought you at least knew something about what was going on today, but
no, I don't know what Gamergate.
Well, plug your channel or something before you get off.
I'm getting off. I don't know.
Well, I mean, if you can talk about something besides fighting,
All right, fine.
No, I ain't throwing you off. I mean, can you talk about the issues of the day? Like, I didn't start, but I stole a hashtag.
What happened with the Sargon Gathing stream? I heard Sargon spilled massive spaghetti.
Well, he was kind of co-signing the plan that came out. He said he didn't co-sign it ahead of time, but it sounded like a good idea. And then
what plan?
To end Gamergate.
Team Gamergate?
End it.
Oh, we're ending Gamergate now?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
It's about ethics and game journalism, brother. I think King of Pole died.
Are you still there, Paul, or are you dead? I think he's dead. I guess he got the knockout blow.
Too much ethics.
It does sound like... I can't tell if he's there or not. I tried to... John Kelly is supposed to be dropping in, but...
By the way, since ethics cucks triggers them so much, I got a much better name for them. Journalistic ethics warriors. I like that one. Jew for short, if anybody doesn't want to use that.
Yeah, I like that. I don't know what this is about picking a side. Like, I read this and I'm just, like, baffled. What are they talking about, Verlo? It's almost like they have a need to like portray this as a real thing.
Not bad.
That's
Not
fine.
Bad. So anyway, so you're saying we're ending Gamergate? We're wrapping it up. We're packing our shit, going home. It's over. We done won the war.
Yeah, we done. Didn't you hear this? We got some ethics. Ethics.
Oh shit! I don't know. I don't ever pay attention to Gamergate. I'll talk about it, but I don't really. So wait, what happened? So you guys are like, who's shutting down? So is the Gamergate board and the KIA and all that?
Explain it to him, Verlo, while I write this.
Pretty much, there was this plan, quote unquote, that a guy called QQ put out, basically explaining how we're going to do one last big op and we're going to go out. And it's just about ethics and game journalism. We're not going to talk about SJWs because we don't want to misgender people and stuff like that. And we were just going to end it and it was going to be over. And a lot of big E-celebs allegedly backed it. And they were backing it. It was this thing that was going on behind the scenes. It wasn't this public thing. And this guy called Kevin, who's from KIA, was really disturbed by it. And he gave it to Ralph, and Ralph leaked it. And interesting things were like a lot of big YouTubers, guys like Sargon, for example, were on board and thought, hey, this is a good idea. We should end it because it's just about ethics. And we kind of been talking about that, and we've talking a little bit about. I was telling him that this isn't new, that this isn't like, even if this was a hoax or whatever, the interesting thing, at least to me, about this is that it kind of shows who these ethics cucks or journalistic ethics warriors or whatever you want to call them. It kind of showed who's in what clique, and a lot of these people were really angry at Ralph that how did you put this out there because just look at.
So I was right. I was right months ago.
Are you saying you verified it?
He's still trying to take credit. I mean, I don't know if you can say you're right, but
I don't.
mean,
I will say this: it's not new. It's something that's been going on, which I've said.
I was right.
No, you weren't. Well, let me put it this way: you may have come up with a conclusion that was close to the truth, but the way you got there was completely wrong-headed. You're basically going on about.
No, wait, hold on. Let's not butter this up. Hold on.
now you're the one trying to butter it up.
I'm just being an asshole. Right?
Yeah, I know. I'm slogan.
I don't really give a fuck. No,
Though, if you do want to talk about something interesting with click faggotry, you guys haven't mentioned King of Pole's favorite person, Monday Matt. His video.
Me and him are fine, all right. I haven't watched his videos anymore, but we're good. We're good now. We
that's
had a
cool.
good, nice conversation.
Yeah, but I was just hyping that up. But basically, Monday Matt released a video saying that Gamergate is only about ethics. Like, he basically
But that's
said,
not new. He's been doing that shit since like when IA left, for example. He did that same shit. Like these people. What bothers me about this is that a lot of people think that this is fucking new. It's a group of people who's trying to fucking milk Gamergate for all it's worth, and they need it to be just about ethics because ethics doesn't mean anything, and they've been doing it for months. And that's why they're shitting on GG Revolt. That's why they're shitting on fucking very specific individuals. That's why whenever I open my fucking mouth.
I understood that whole GG Revolt shitting on things. I never had a problem.
Oh, you should because you were right there watching it. I mean, you saw guys like Sargon call GG Revolt doxers.
I did, but then I actually.
Which is the same thing that people like Zoe Quinn did. But it's acceptable when you do it.
I actually legitimately went to the board and asked them. I didn't make a known thread or anything or try to like be a narcissist about it. I just said, there's a lot of shit, and I'm just kind of curious why. And then because I haven't been paying attention, I hadn't been on the boards in months until recently.
that's because they took a small event where someone found Hatman's public email address, which you can find on the internet, and they posted it onto the board, and they called that a dox.
Okay, well, I mean, aside all that bullshit, I don't know, like, I did a Real Talk, when I did my first episode of Real Talk with Huck, and I talked about it, and I went thoroughly through each and every board, and I mean, it was pretty consistent to what I was saying. It was pretty funny, and a lot of people agreed with what I had to say. I mean,
I haven't seen it. I didn't know you had a channel.
KIA, yeah, I've had it for a while. I just stopped doing it on a different name.
What bothers me is that you have people the same people who are shitting on GG Revolt and are saying they're all doxers and are doing the same SJW shit that we were attacking, are the same people saying Kia is the hub of Gamergate. While meanwhile, in Kia, what do you have? You have them shitting on people like Mark Curran because how dare he call a fucking crazy pedo a he? Oh no, he misgendered them. Like, are you kidding me?
Bruh.
They're basically trying to push trans issues to the forefront for some reason, and it's coming within Gamergate. It really is.
Yeah, it is. He's right.
Yeah, they're like trying to make it so that way. Oh well, you better be politically correct.
But again, this shouldn't be a surprise. I mean, when the whole misogyny thing came out, rather than continue kicking it in the teeth, some people thought it would be a great idea and say, "Oh, no, we can't be misogynist because we're going to start promoting a couple of women. Yeah, we promote women, or we're going to do a couple fucking charities. That's going to prove that we're great people." And they started doing that kind of shit. So whenever these events, now we're being accused of being transphobic, and that's kind of the hot button issue. So, oh no, we love trans. We don't misgender. And now, if you fucking dare say something that doesn't toe the company line, you're gonna have these fucking journalistic ethics warriors come up to you and fucking poison the well. And it's again, it's if you dare say anything about a specific group of people, they will bury you altogether. And now they're running scared because this little event, whether it be a hoax or not, has put them under the spotlight.
Okay, to sum it up in dumb talk, so I can understand a little bit better. You're saying that the people for ethics and journalism are SJWs in disguise, right?
Ding,
right?
ding,
No,
ding.
that's not all of them. The ethics cucks are.
Okay, so that's what I meant. Just the guys who are for ethics and game journalism.
Not
They're
SJWs in disguise, but they use the
they're
same
secret
rhetoric.
Social justice warriors in disguise.
No, it's not that they're secret SJWs. It's that they use It's not that they're secret SJWs. They assume they use the same rhetoric and they're after similar things in the sense of they just want money and influence. I'm not saying that they actually believe shit like you can't misgender. We need more women in video games. They don't believe that. They're kind of when you have a main culture, you obviously get a counterculture, and they're trying to control that counterculture.
All right, who's that?
Who's that?
Yeah, Paul.
All right, Paul.
What?
You were cutting out.
What?
You're okay now.
Okay. They're trying, when you have a mainstream culture, you usually have afterwards a counterculture. And what these people are trying to do is that they're trying to control it, but not in a way that actually attacks the main culture. Like, they don't really want to get rid of SJWs. They want to create a symbiotic relationship where they both exist as long as possible so they can milk it for all it's worth. Things like Gamergate, which is original purpose was to get people to talk, normal consumers who are normally isolated, which is why industries are so shit, because we're usually as consumers isolated. The good thing about Gamergate is that it brought us all together. And the reason these ethics cucks want to fucking finish that conversation is because they want people to only be able to go to them to have that conversation so they can benefit, whether it be money, influence, ego, doesn't matter. And it's been going on for a while.
But where, okay, so, like, do you have, like, proof, are you gonna like you know what I mean?
Oh
like,
yeah, I have an article that I'm about to finish. Oh yeah.
Okay, so you do have some. Okay, well then we'll just wait for the because I mean that's a lot.
You've been out of the loop, King Paul.
Been out of the loop.
Yeah,
it's kind of been.
I'm like you're like sitting here throwing everything out. Like I have no idea. I know that I'm setting up an interview with Leo Pirate and I'm trying to get Socks in and we're gonna sit down and talk.
Both those people are faggots. Don't mention them on this show.
No, I wouldn't lump.
Yeah, they're both faggots. I don't care. Don't even defend them because I don't want to hear it.
Why? What happened?
Because I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it, and I don't want to hear your defense either. I'm gonna kick both you motherfuckers. Just move on to something else. Move on to something else. You're getting kicked because I don't like either one. But I will say this. I challenged Leo Pirate to come on this show earlier, and he's a bitch. Hey man, I'm not getting into it. He stole one of my screens. It's a long story. I don't feel like getting into it.
Legitimately no fucking idea.
I don't want to get into it. Leo Pirate's a thief who stole one of my screens and edited it without credit. And then Socks is just a bitch. I just don't like her. I mean, there's really nothing else there.
I was just going to invite him because this is the guy who created the game.
I mean, you can have him on your stream. This is my stream, though. I'd rather not talk about the faggots on here. Unless they want to show up.
Let's move on, then. Let's move on.
Like a left field.
I mean, if they want to show up and come on the show, they're more than welcome. But other than that, they're blacklisted.
Okay, I just didn't know what the fuck is going on. I was just like, I know this is the guy who created Gamergate in 60 seconds, and Socks did pretty
I don't care.
in the beginning
I don't care
all
what
the
he
stuff that she
created.
did.
All I know is he's a furry fuck that likes to.
I was just gonna talk.
He likes to molest animals
they wanted
allegedly.
To talk about Gamergate, and I was like, well, okay, like let's. I guess.
You mean the same Socks that abandoned you and left you out in the cold when you were going through all your shit? Is that the same person we're talking about here?
Who you talking about? Socks?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know she did that. Yeah.
That did happen, right? I'm not just saying.
Yeah, she did that. Yeah, I didn't deny that. I said, yeah, she did.
Loyalty, that's not her strong suit. So that's what I'm saying.
I know, but I mean, like, whatever, dude. You know, fuck it. Like, bitches will be bitches regardless of what happens. Like, I mean, like, Thiedrum will always be a goat man. You know what I mean? Like, it will never change. That kind of stuff. I mean, bitches will be bitches regardless of what happens. Only you can affect what you can do. I mean,
this sounds all like click faggotry. That's not really important. I'd rather discuss the current click faggotry that's going on.
wait. Like, this click faggotry is not important, but this click faggotry is, I guess.
Precisely, yes. You hit the nail on the head there.
All right, somebody on my all right, King of Paul, you are really cutting out, dude.
What?
You're scratchy as fuck.
My bad. Go ahead. What?
Mute yourself. There you go.
Right.
Love the article. I mean, you can turn back on once the connect gets better. Love the article. Love the GG plus trolling. It revealed the abundance of easily butthurt pussies, crybabies, and other annoying faggots associated with the hashtag. They really need to harden the fuck up or take a break and play some vidya.
This is one of the cases where the reaction to the joke is funnier than the joke itself.
Yeah,
it really is.
John, they really, like, some people are trying to spin it like this is for real, like a split of the hashtag. Like, don't you think that there's a motive behind? They know it's not real, right? And they're just, a lot of these people do, and they're just trying to say that to slime me and others, right?
Yeah, I mean,
go ahead, let John. Go ahead.
Well, yeah, it's like, why are they taking this so seriously? It's like every time there's a joke that comes up, and nowadays, instead of just like everyone having fun like we used to do, everyone's like, oh no, this is a big drama. They're splitting the hashtag or whatever. And these are the same people that are claiming...
There's a reason for that, John. There's a reason. Because, again, when they shit on Ralph, for example, it's necessary because we need to keep our own journalists, which Ralph never has claimed to be, but we need to keep our own in line. But when you shit on the people on that specific click, or you point out that they fucked up, oh no, that's drama. Don't bring it up. It's drama. So
that's one thing.
It's not a mystery. It's really fucking obvious.
Was that a V impersonation? That sounded like
yes,
V
sir. Yes,
Is he the one that said that?
Yeah, no, I have a history with V, so it comes down to He's the guy. I made a joke article on Queenie when she left because how dare Gamergate talk about Trump, and he invited her on a stream, and they pretty much just talked about how he's just a horrible racist. He didn't say it, but he gave her the platform to do it.
Does anybody in Gamergate still do interviews?
No, not really.
Well, to be fair, I've been on a lot of. After I did the Sargon article, I've been on like 12 streams with people.
No, I meant like interviews, like
to important people.
stuff.
No, doesn't seem to be something that happens. It's about ethics. It's about ethics. So understand that.
Ethics only, King of Paul. What are you talking about?
By the way, we won. Didn't you hear that shit? We won. And that's not a new fucking message.
No, I mean, like, the thing with
Let's put it this way,
Gamergate
King
is
of Paul. Remember that interviews you gave with Daniel
Vavra.
Thank you. That guy.
Yeah.
Those
Yeah,
interviews would not be considered.
He was
Gamergate.
on with me and King of
There's
Paul
a
one
lot of
time.
interviews that I did that would not be considered Gamergate to some people, but the thing is everybody has their own fucking opinion. Like, who gives a fuck?
Exactly.
In my opinion, when it comes down to everything like this is just
The
completely
counter
stupid.
argument that they give you is effectiveness and how we bring new people in. We it's my PR, King of Pole. We need some PR.
But it's all dumb. Like, all of this sounds fucking rhetoric and stupid. And the reason why it does is because no matter what, whether you believe it's for ethics and game journalism, or you believe it's SJW shit, and we need to remove the fucking leftist liberal progressives and fucking Anita and all that kind of stuff, right? Or if you're in it for trolling and you just think it's fun, like regardless, right? Everybody's in it for different reasons, but it's all the same fucking thing, right?
Yeah,
This is the reason why I said before. I told people I was like when I came back, people kept saying you're back in Gamergate. I was like, no, I'll talk about it, but I'm not. But I'll stand for the morals and the values of what it was. Ethics, fuck SJWs.
That's a good word. Was.
Right, but I mean, what the point is like I don't need a fucking hashtag to dictate what I think and what I don't think, and I don't need to fucking go to different types of boards.
The utility of the hashtag
viewpoints.
was to bring consumers together and to talk to each other. It's
look,
not an identity.
Right.
Never
what
was.
I'm saying is this.
I agree with you. I'm not.
Right. We got the only thing that irritates me about Gamergate that isn't a win for me is that Leia didn't get fucking canned. Ben Kuchera still has a job. These people, certain people, Anita didn't get brought up on charges. You know, nothing. That
Brandon Boye didn't get brought up on charges either.
I'm sorry to mention this and to be the downer here because this pisses the shit out of a lot of people. But what we've achieved in the grand scheme of things is very little. I mean, I did a video about a month ago. I think it was July 2015, and I looked at the rankings of the websites. And the first three are obviously IGN, the GameFAQs, and the GameSpot, but these are multi-million-dollar corporations that have been like the big guys in gaming forever. But who's right after? Kotaku. They're bigger than they've ever been. They have more traffic than they ever have. And when people give me the stupid shit that, but we took away their advertisers, they're hemorrhaging money. How many people have they fired? They're not acting.
Right.
First of all, you can shit on Gawker all you want. You can talk shit on Gawker all you want. And I hate their fucking guts too. But let's be honest here. As a business, purely as a business, they're not idiots. They know how to make money. They've gotten really fucking big in a small amount of time with very few resources. And they haven't taken any action that a fucking company that is hemorrhaging money takes. So this whole shit that we took away their advertisers, half of which reestablished fucking a month later, and people don't talk about that shit. No, we didn't. That's not. You don't kill them taking away their advertisers. You kill them by destroying their message and making better alternatives. And we failed at both.
Well, I mean, there's different ways everybody's going to look at it, regardless, right? But nothing really heavy was done. I mean, there was things that were wins, but I mean, the
biggest win is that we all
right?
fucking woke up. That's the win. That's the only.
Wait, let me read this. Let me read this from Twitter. Not to end our cause. This is Bagel Bay. Who the fuck? I don't even know who the fuck this is. He said, "I think you're right on point with this. This is. Let me start at the top. Gamergate doesn't even feel like open discussion / push for positive change anymore. For the past few days, it's emotional rage and politicking. This is." Yeah, exactly. It's been for months. Old Snake is also known as Baz, Shabazz, whatever the fuck. This is the time where change will need to happen. It's the pain of growing and the agony of adapting. It's restless. Bagel said, I think you're right on point with this. This is also why I'm partial to agreeing with Game Diviner, wondering if it's time to end Gamergate. Bagel Bay said, not to end our cause. By the way, Vivian favorited that. So you see that this cunt wants to end Gamergate, right? You can see this right live on air, right? This is not something I'm making up. The bitch is literally favoriting this in our face. I mean, you can see it.
That's like when I did my the stream of Sarah Butts and all the people who were responding to it.
I mean, it's right there.
I had A-Team guys and Pro Gamergate guys like Moltar and A-Shits and like Pedra and them favoriting and liking shit and then saying shit like, defending butts. It blew.
Yeah. So let me finish this. Though, and then I'll let you guys talk again. Bagel, not to end our cause, but to broaden focus and revitalize the community. The change feels almost necessary, or else we potentially live on long enough to see Gamergate become the enemy it despises. And then Baz says again, adapt and overcome, evolve or stagnate, change or die. If we can't move forward, we must retire. That's all. And then you see Game Diviner, Cult of Vivian favorited that. Basically, I mean, the same crew that was trying to kill Gamergate. Yeah.
I've been saying this for 2 hours, I think, at this point. It's the same group of people who are trying to push a specific idea because they have an agenda.
And then if they can't get their fucking ideas across, they just want to end the tag. Well, you know what? Fuck that. You motherfuckers go home.
Idea.
Well, if you can't get your idea across, then you just need to leave. I mean, I don't know what else to say.
But this is all rhetoric and stupid, man. Like, what does this have to do with the Gamergate besides some fucking circle jerk group versus another circle jerk group? Like I said,
it's internal politics. King of Paul, there was internal politics back when you were on top. I mean, don't act like there weren't.
But
this is bullshit. The idea that there was all some era of good feelings, there never was. For maybe like a month. But even during that month, there was shit going on behind the scenes, and I know for the fact because I was there. So, I mean...
I'm not talking about that. We're not talking about what happened fucking...
I'm saying Gamergate is inherently
I
political.
understand what King of Paul is saying, and let me answer him. The problem with this is not just two cliques against, fighting each other. That's not what it is. It's not a normal factional faggotry that we've been used to. This is one big group with a lot of big people, a lot of people admire, who are
they've
making
been setting
sure
it up
that
for a
certain
long time. Fucking Thunderfoot and Justicar told you guys this back in 2014. They told you this.
Let me say this. Let me say this. Margaret.
Groups like the Rationals told you guys that this is the shit that was going on. And then
I hate to break it to you, King of Paul. King of Paul. I hate to break it to you, but the Rationals, they're not on our side either. They're part of this.
All right, let me read this. Margaret is a regular on our stream, and she's in the chat, and she's talking about something that she has going on, so I can at least give it some shine. She said that I'm currently working on a feminist frequency attack by gathering data while listening to the stream, getting lots of retweets, but also almost no traction and only a little interest. Okay, Margaret, I'm going to pull up your feed here live on the air. By the way, you're welcome to come on if you're free. If not, just stay in the chat. Now go ahead and continue, guys, and I'll pull our shit up.
What I'm saying is, because I got to go here in a minute, I'm about to do my
That's fine.
What I'm saying is that none of this shit is worth it. Like, if Gamergate is still pushing things and doing things like that, then make new ops, come up with new ideas.
But they're preventing it. Any op that is functional, they're preventing it. Because there's a reason. They want it to end so that they can control the conversation,
if that's
dude.
the case, then stop using the same places that you've been trying to promote it. KIA, the 8chan boards, wherever the fuck it's at, try something new. It doesn't have to be where everybody has to cultivate it. You can just push things to push things, It's always going to be different stuff, but fuck those
Or
people,
you can
fuck
put it in the
faggots.
forefront. You can show people what's been going on, and you're going to get what's happening these days.
Right, that, or you just
King
take
of Paul,
the
to sum up
matter
your
in
point.
and you just,
Sum up your point. More action, less bullshit, right?
Right, yeah, exactly.
Yep, totally agree with that.
Right, that's why I asked about the interviews. Like, I don't know, when I used to do that stuff, I just set up interviews and started doing them because it was important to me. Same with Jim. When Jim made his videos, it was the same kind of shit, and people got attracted to that stuff. Just fuck all this stupid shit and just fucking do what you gotta do.
We got a request in from Gamergate Plus, live off the air. They said, "Hey, Ralph Retort, stop calling Cult of Vivian a cunt on your stream. Is that really necessary?" Yes, it is, because she is a fucking nasty cunt.
Can we make a song about
She's
it?
a nasty fucking stupid cunt, and I hope everybody hears this shit. I don't give a fuck. Tone police my dick.
PC principal, bro. That's for bro.
Oh my god, you called her a cunt? Oh my god, you're out of Gamergate. Fuck off, bitch. I'll say what I want.
I remember when we used to call a cunt a cunt.
Yeah, a cunt's a cunt. Alright, King of Paul, take it easy, bro.
If you guys are still streaming when I finish here in about 30 minutes.
Okay, if we're still going, we'll bring you back on for sure. Take it easy, man.
Yeah, we'll talk more.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
a cunt means is can't understand normal thinking.
that was worth the price of admission there, John.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But an earlier point I wanted to get back to about the Monday Matt video, what I found interesting about it, and I know Monday Matt has had this position for a while, since I would say at least November-ish. The thing that makes this interesting is that he hasn't made a Gamergate video in a long time. Suddenly he comes out with this, and then Sargon goes ahead and endorses it, and then they go ahead and use this as leverage to push back against the people who want to make Gamergate anything but only ethics. So basically, this is ethics cuck propaganda, pure and simple. Especially with the way that Monday Matt does his little double think. He basically, in the video, explicitly says that Gamergate is about ethics in journalism, right?
Yeah.
And then he goes on to say
But he had
that...
an exchange about that with Ralph on Twitter. He's not hiding it. He had an exchange about that shit with Ralph on Twitter. And and what people are trying to conflate it with is that, but Gamergate can be whatever we want it to be. And that's true. Gamergate can be whatever you want it to be to you. But when you actively try to make sure that anybody who does not toe the company line is shut down or pushed aside, fuck it. Internet Aristocrat or Jim or Mediker, whatever he goes by these days, he was 100% right when he left. He was fucking 100. He called that shit down the middle. He knew exactly what was going on, and he called it. And all these people got together and made sure to make his name synonymous with an insult. Like the other day when Mark Kern was fucking shitting on Kia because how dare they fucking tone police him. The insults that you would see from randoms on Twitter, quote-unquote randoms on Twitter, that were then getting favorited by certain people was, this is Internet Aristocrat 2.0. There's a reason they made his name synonymous with an insult. It's because he was right. And if you look at it, none of them addressed any of his fucking points. And he was on point. He was right. I mean, when he said, look at who has a Kickstarter, who has a Patreon, who has that shit, those are the same fucking people who we are dealing with right now. That guy, I mean, like him or dislike him, he fucking called it. And his name is a fucking insult these days. Why do you think that is, guys? Come on.
The people that troll him are so fucking stupid. I'm not gonna lie. I know some of them got legitimate gripes or whatever, and I didn't agree with everything he said, but come on, dude. Most of what he said was right. Oh, look, they're still trying to... Do they really think they're gonna shame me, Verilo? Do they know me? Motherfucker, I will lose every single follower. I don't give a fuck. Nobody's gonna shame the Ralph, period. Especially from calling a stupid cunt a cunt. I mean, the Ralph retort calling women a Gamergate cunts in the stream over and over. Let me just go ahead and retweet this. I appreciate the promo there, baby. You can come on here. I'll call you a cunt, too. How about that? You probably like that. That'd probably make you wet, wouldn't it, if I started calling you a cunt?
Are you telling me that they're only saying you called her a cunt? Jesus.
No, there were several people. Yeah.
I must be yesterday.
I mean, she is a cunt, right? Am I the only one that thinks that? Or?
No, she's an absolute cunt. I showed you the archive. She did the same shit to me when I said, you know what, let's resolve this on a stream. And I didn't. You know what the fun part about that archive link? I'm going to put that shit out there right now. Because the interesting thing there is I didn't insult her once, and then she started insulting me. And I was like, how about instead of insulting me, we go on a stream? No, you're fucking dense as shit. You're a troll. You're a fucking idiot. Fuck you. You don't matter. All that shit came from her. Okay, I'm paraphrasing, obviously, but all that came from her. I didn't insult her once.
That's how she did me, Verilo. I didn't say shit to her.
I didn't say shit. It's right there. The archive link is right there. And she came at me. And then she was like, oh, you're a liar. And I hadn't even said anything. So, you know, she is a fucking cunt. She's done nothing. She's a cosplayer who fucking isn't even good at it, if we're going to be honest.
She's not.
I mean, no, she's a cunt. And we used to be in a place where I just don't understand. Why was it okay? I can show you the comments in my video. These are the same people. You can't, don't insult people. Be nice. But you go and look at that video that was attached to the article that most people didn't even read the fucking article about Sargon. Look at the comments. Okay? Look at the fucking comments. People explicitly explaining to me the reasons why I need to kill myself. That was okay. But when you call someone a cunt, no, that's not... Who fucking deserves it? No, that's not okay.
Yeah, that's the thing. They always try to say, we're about ethics, and then they talk about Ralph. Who did Ralph murder behind the Arby's and all this bullshit? They're not about ethics. They're about their own fucking agenda. They don't care about anything else but power. They're trying to drive the people out they don't agree with, just drive them out of Gamergate. And, some of us hard cases just ain't going to listen to that bullshit. And they fucking pisses them off. I mean, they can't handle it.
The problem I have is that I have no problem with people. Like, if people want to say shit at me like they do every day, that's fine. Because there's no such thing as Twitter harassment or YouTube comment harassment. I don't believe in that shit. That's nonsense. People aren't going to say mean shit because they don't like you or they're pushing an agenda. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But when Rogue, and they're going to try to poison the well, John, which is why you didn't... Yeah, that's what they're trying to do, but that's a separate conversation. But when Roguestar made a fucking joke, these people went apeshit. It's like, can we be more social justice tone policing? And the fun part is that you're saying women. I like how that insult comes in. How dare you call a woman a cunt? Wow. Well, where have we heard that style of rhetoric before? John, remind me. You can't say things to
Atheism
women.
plus.
Fucking, what happens afterwards? You're a misogynist. Ralph, you're a misogynist. Memo's in.
My white privilege is showing. My patriarchy is showing.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I think next you need to check your fucking privilege. So
yeah, it's
but they can sit there and call me a fat slob and a fucking tabloid shitbag all day, but I called to Vivian a cunt, which she is, and I'm supposed to, like, apologize? Fuck that bitch. And fuck the bitch that's sitting here.
People love Milo, for example. And when these guys were burying his site because how dare they make an article that isn't politically correct, I mean, how is it that these people are not social justice warriors in the fucking definition? Not even the same rhetoric. I mean, how are they not social justice warriors? How is it okay that in Kia you have thread after thread shitting on Mark Kern, you have fucking shitting on Breitbart because how dare they?
Or how about that article that was admittedly shoddy, but they called it an ethical violation because how dare you?
They don't understand what ethics is, and I'll ask this question hundreds of times. If you're all about ethics, what ethical policy do you uphold? If you can't answer that question, shut your mouth, know your role, get the fuck out of here.
Now,
I hope you got the reference there, Ralph. I did that one for you.
Yeah, this is interesting. This is a very good point because they always highlight how Ralph's a blogger and needs to uphold journalistic standards. And I can buy that argument to a degree. The reason why I don't buy that argument from them isn't for the reason that Ralph came up with, though. It's because they don't know what they're talking about. The ethical problems that most of your critics bring up are not ethical violations. The biggest one being, again, it goes back into transsexuals again. Kate Edwards. You basically pointed out that she used to be known as, I forget the previous name.
You did get shit about that, didn't you?
Yeah, he did. And there was nothing wrong with that. And the reason why there was nothing wrong with that is because the reason why he was outing her was because he was pointing out corruption. If you don't want your previous names being outed, then don't attach your previous names to things, and this won't happen.
All right, take one breath. Take one breath, and thank you for that take. We have our co-host back with us. What's up, Nora?
Hi.
Do you have any thoughts? Now you're a little sick. Do you have any thoughts on the stream that you missed?
All I heard was someone getting very upset about women getting called cunts.
Can you believe it? It's funny, isn't it? Is this so just or is this Gamergate? I can't tell anymore.
What the fuck? Like,
it's funny because this whole thing. I'm gonna let you talk just 1 second. This whole thing was a joke, but it's really outing people right now. So go ahead.
Yeah. I remember Matt early on was like shaming me because I pretended to be fake mad when you called me a bitch, and I was like, you bastard. Like, that's kind of the thing going on here.
She was shaming a woman? Oh no. I mean, wait a minute. No. Gotta get the fucking journalistic ethics warriors on it. I mean, they were shitting on Ralph because how dare he call Vivian a cunt. We need to get them on this case stat.
But they're allowed to say whatever they want about us. But oh my god,
yeah,
don't
exactly,
call it
apparently.
Yeah.
The truth of the matter is they can't take the bants.
That's true.
You should be more offended if he was like, I'm gonna go to her house and rape her throat in her sleep. Like, that is like, whoa, where are you going with that?
That was really specific for
I heard Margaret say that. I heard Margaret say that once, which I found hilarious. And so that's a bit like, whoa, dude, calm the fuck down. But a cunt, like, Jesus, get over it. It's nothing. It's nothing at all. You should hear some of the shit he calls me sometimes.
That's not true, but
and it's banter. Who gives a shit? I mean,
yeah.
So Ralph called, not just Ralph. No, I'll burn with you in this one, Ralph. Vivian, Cult of Vivian, you're a cunt. You're an absolute cunt, and you're a fraud, a coward, and a liar. Okay, so now I've said more shit than Ralph. Okay.
Exactly, and I co-sign all that though.
God damn it, Ralph.
I mean, she plays dress up, and that's supposed to give her some cred. Like, I don't even know. Like, you know what? Whatever anybody wants to say about me, I've written over 800 fucking articles on this shit. Now, you could say they're all shit. You could say 80% of them shit. You could say they're all good. You could say most of them are good. Whatever you think, I put the work in. And this bitch hasn't put the work in. And I'll say whatever the fuck I want, especially since she fucking attacked me first. So fuck this cunt, fuck this bitch, and the goddamn horse the motherfucker rode in on. So yes.
I thought you were going to say that rode her, but okay.
The horse she does. I mean, she might like that.
What bothers me about this is that she has the right to shit on you. She has the right to shit on me. What bothers me is that when she's confronted and when she's blown the fuck out, she defaults into, I'm just going to poison the well. I'm gonna fucking make sure to dot reply to make sure all my followers get in here. You know, these people who admire me because I'm so good at something, and she just fucking weasels her way out. I mean, god damn it, when I fucking did my article about Sargon, anybody wanted a bone to pick with me, I was on their stream. I was on a dozen fucking streams, literally in a month. Anybody wanted to shit on me in public, I'll be on your stream, and I'll probably convince you otherwise. And 10 out of the 12 times it happened. But these people, you fucking call them on their shit, and rather than addressing it and say, no, Ralph is a liar because of this, Ralph, you're a liar, and here's my counterproof. Instead of doing that, because they can't, they just
You know what they tried to bring up earlier? You want to know what they tried to bring up, Verlo? The Liana K shit. And they're like, it took Ralph 6 months. Nah, I'm gonna bring it up. I'm gonna bring it up because they're like, it took Ralph 6 months to correct the record. No, that's not true. I'll tell you what happened with Liana K. I wrote some negative things. I think they were mostly justified, what I wrote. But we had a war going on for like 7 or 8 months. Finally, a third party.
She had a war of truth, and she had a war
I'm
of
just going to
bullshit.
tell y'all, Fart played the intermediary on this, right? And me and Fart and Liana K, I'm just going to tell it publicly because fuck it. I'm tired of the bullshit. We had like a fucking, I'm shit you not, like a 5-hour fucking mediated session. Me and her both giving points back and forth. One of the agreements was that I would remove one post that I wrote about her, not because it was necessarily false, but that was just part of the deal. And since then, we don't talk about each other. I don't talk about her. It's fine. What she does is what she does. There's no ill will there. We just agreed to agree, you know what I mean, to not talk about each other, and that's fine. That's, you know what? If only everybody was that reasonable. You know what? They're not. And whatever you guys say about Liana K, she was very reasonable about that. Yeah, she wanted some things like that one post taken down, and I went ahead and went along with it. And so, you know what? Sue me for trying to make peace with somebody. That's the whole thing. Like, I could be way more hardcore. If somebody reaches out to me and really wants to make an honest effort to mend things, I'm always open to that. Even a shitbag like Leo Pirate. You know what I mean? It's anybody. Like, if you're honest about wanting to, because I'm not perfect. I take shots. Like, I don't know, man. It's just silly.
Again, it's when you brought up Liana K, so I'm going to talk about her unless you tell me to shut up.
No, but I don't want her trashed though. That's the only thing, because she's been fair with me since then, and don't trash her. That's the only thing. If you want to say
she hasn't
something,
been fair to me, so.
All right, well,
you're telling me to shut up. I'll shut up.
If you're gonna just totally trash her, let's not, because I don't feel
I'm not
like
going to
that's...
trash her. I'm just going to tell the truth. This is a person who's been spreading lies, proven
right.
lies about me, and
All
refuses
right.
to talk about it.
Okay,
I'm done. Move on, Ralph.
we'll leave it there. I just got, you know, there's a truth there, and I don't have, you know, it's whatever. But they're like, Ralph, you waited 6 months to correct the record. No, we had a fucking mediated agreement, and we're both fine with it. And so that's where it is. It wasn't, oh, I had to wait to correct the record. No, I mean, we had to wait to speak together. So whatever, you know. Well, a cult of Vivian, who's never, she wants to bring out my work. Well, you know how she's able to do that? Because there's a whole year's worth of my record. She doesn't have a fucking record because she sits around and puts a fucking wig on and plays dress up. What is her record?
Is it confirmed to be a wig, or is it just bad fucking
I don't
hair?
fucking know. It's ugly. Whatever the fuck.
really
I hope
don't-
to God it's a wig.
I think it's a wig, but we'd have to ask our cosplayer friends.
We'll have to see if the curtains match the drapes, if you know what I'm saying. If you want to prove us wrong, go ahead.
I'd rather not know if the curtains match the drapes, frankly.
I heard there was some Buffalo Bill action going on there. What is that true, or do we know if that's true or not? That's what I was told.
I
dear
cannot
God.
confirm that.
Was it
I wouldn't
Silence
be
of the Lambs
surprised.
up in this bitch? I don't know.
It puts the ointment on the skin.
That's what I was told. Now I don't know. Oh God, Ralph, you're
You
saying something.
misgendered her, Ralph.
Oh,
you're done. You're
I'm
done,
so
man.
scared. You know, I just don't care anymore. Like, I know people who like to read me. I know people who don't, and the people who don't can just go away. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna write the same things I've always written, and I'm gonna try to tell the truth. And you know, I never knowingly lie. You know, sometimes some allegations get reported, and I always label them as allegations if I don't have the full truth. And sometimes that shit falls through, like the Chiro Dev or whatever from a week or two ago. I reported on that, but I said I didn't know if it was true. It did look true. I did say that. I said it looks, you know, VG Charts is saying it's legit, and they published it, and I don't know, it looks legit. But since then, it's fallen apart. I mean, let's be honest, it doesn't look as legit now. So, matter of fact, there was a thread on KIA. I mean, the whole thing might have been fabricated. I don't know. I've thought about, you know, going back and writing something on that, but I'm just saying, I give the truth as I know it at the time, and I
bet
never
you
try to
money that tomorrow, this is not even tomorrow, hours after this is done, they're going to label it as either drama, spaghetti, something that people, that meme has completely died. People don't really know what it means anymore.
I
Stop
never
dropping
knew
spaghetti,
what it
Barolo.
meant.
Yeah, exactly. She said she never knew what it meant. Yeah, especially
Exactly.
if you just come in, it's just like spaghetti. I didn't know what it meant at the beginning either, because you know it's not my. I didn't come from the chance. I've been there a few times, and Everybody's like, spaghetti this, spaghetti that. I'm just like, what are you talking about? Eventually, I looked it up.
I always thought it was a reference to the Luigi thing. Lots of spaghetti.
No, I mean, it makes sense once you know what it is, but I don't know. They use it as a way to dismiss things. It's like, no.
It's called poisoning the well. That's what they do. If you can't beat an argument, just make the person make... Again, these are the people backing... Keep in mind, these are the people who back the Alinsky rules. I mean... You can say that there's some good tactics in there, and that that's not wrong.
There are some good tactics in the Alinsky rules.
But keep in mind that you have to, first of all, you have to understand where this whole thing comes from and what is the purpose of the Alinsky rules. The first thing is that the purpose of the Alinsky rules, it's not to control the people outside, it's to control the people inside. Okay? That's what it's meant. And second of all, a lot of those rules are being used on ourselves.
Oh shit! Sorry.
It's okay. Keep talking, and I'll be right back. Varela, I know you can talk for 60 seconds.
I have a problem with the whole static concept. No, it's fair.
Go on.
Fair. But once again, these people, go look at the Alinsky rules and look at who publicly endorsed it, and look at what they do. You can't beat an argument, ridicule the guy, isolate him, all those, just do all that shit. And what bothers me is that if it was just Ralph, if it was just Kelly, if it was just me, if it was just individuals, it wouldn't be a problem. The thing is that it's against groups. Like when I'm never going to be okay with labeling, and like Sargon did, labeling a Chan.
It's against groups and any individual that endorses the group or is in some way tangentially.
Or has the ideology. It's really not even the group. It's the ideology that they're fighting. You can't talk about anti-SJWs because it's bad for business in their minds. And what bothers me is that
anti-SJWs exist, because what is an SJW? A hypocrite. There's no such thing. Like it's the same thing as calling a person
gamers who don't want to hear people telling you that Link needs to be a chick now, or that Samus is a tranny. It's gamers who are saying no, fuck that shit. Okay, that's retarded. And now that politics has been, oh no, you don't want Samus to be a tranny because you're against transgendered, and then the journalistic ethics warriors, Jews for short, go, oh no, we love trannies. Don't misgender people, or they'll say we don't like trannies. But what really bothers me...
This is why I was arguing yesterday with Moltar on the stream that transsexualism is a Gamergate issue. It's a minor one,
They laugh it off. They laugh it off, and it's
It wasn't I who wanted to bring that up. I mean, that just happens slowly over time. It's now in the forefront, and I think people now have to take a stance on where they stand on trans
It's the same mistake we made with misogyny. What do you do when you're not... Because that's why these people like Colt Vivian and Queenie are fucking... you won't disagree when you hear the whole
Queenie? Well, let me get your take on Queenie.
Did you...
No, wait a minute. Condense it down to 30 seconds and let me get your take on Queenie.
Real quick, did you read my article on her?
I heard about it and I read part of it.
I saw that.
Just tell us, 30 seconds, baby. You got 30 seconds.
30 seconds? Queenie was, first of all, Queenie didn't give a shit about Gamergate. She's a fucking SJW herself. She doesn't want to condemn feminism to begin with. She doesn't want to condemn feminism because she lives in a third world country. And I can tell you, as someone who lives, because again, I'm an internalized racist because I made fun of her being a Mexican. Keep in mind, I'm an American, but my blood is Dominican. I lived in the Caribbean.
They can play some fucking baseball down there, can they not? Holy fuck. The Dominicans can fucking ball, dude. It's crazy because their island's so small, but every one of these motherfuckers... Can you play baseball?
No, I can't.
Okay. But most of y'all motherfuckers... A lot of y'all motherfuckers can, right?
Like, yeah, and we can dance too, apparently. But...
Alright, go ahead. I was just making a joke, but go ahead.
You used up his 30 seconds, you dick.
No, I didn't, because we got a timeout for him. Go ahead.
Yeah, we got a timeout.
10 then. He's got 10.
No, go ahead.
I got 10 seconds. 10 seconds or less. The big problem with that ideology is living in third world countries and living in Latin America. Feminism is one of the most damaging fucking things that is going on down there. That's a long conversation. But to keep it short, Queenie is a fucking cunt who's afraid of debate, who's a fucking SJW who never gave a shit about gaming, who created ops such as Operation Thank You that consisted in sending her videos so she can make one big monetized video. That was the definition of that op. Queenie was a fucking in it for the money. She's afraid of Trump because how dare Ralph create an article, and I know you don't want to get in it with her.
Nah, I let her go.
Say that. Yeah, she fucking did say that how dare Ralph make an article about Donald Trump. No, okay? She's the worst. And again, she's a byproduct of the era in which Gamergate wanted to prove we're not terrible against women, and to do it, we're gonna prop up women who don't deserve it. I'm not talking to people like Socks who did deserve it. I'm talking to people like Colt Vivian and Queenie. Those people are trash. And Queenie, if you're listening to this, baby, as I said it one time and time again, I will happily go on your stream and say it to your face, but you won't have me there because you're a fucking coward.
He's claiming you're Buffalo Bill now. This bitch, I don't even know who this is. Oh gosh, I shouldn't say bitch. Jessica IMAP? I don't even know. Someone
You need to say instead I'm a girl.
Yeah, who is she a bitch, Nora?
I can't see yet.
Just say yes.
Yes.
Exactly. So there
Laura
we go.
holds the chart of the bitches. Like, look her up on your bitches chart. Yeah, she's here. She's got 2 stars.
Oh, look at Dr. Man, Dr. Ethics is based. I don't give a fuck. Italy GG, let me tell you guys a little story. Not everybody knows this.
Based as fuck.
No, but let me tell you a little story. Italy GG, me and him got into it way early in Gamergate. We got into it so bad that we had each other blocked. And then one day, I got into it with him on my site personally also. And so one day, I saw he unblocked me or something. Or I had him unblocked, and I was like, all right, well, I'll give him a chance. And this dude's been solid as fuck. I know some people don't like him or whatever, but he's really been pretty fucking solid, I gotta say. And
he's all right.
I got a lot of respect. Well, I mean, you know.
Like, my problem with him is that he sometimes gets overly emotional. He'll make stupid things like this infograph where it's really hard to explain, but essentially he gets a little too entrenched in the whole Gamergate identity politics thing, which I'm against, but we could actually have that discussion now or another time, depending on your mood.
This identity politics bullshit, I don't even put much stock into. I just think it's bullshit.
It is. Like, the whole idea of calling yourself a Gamergator, I'm fundamentally against.
Well, no, but you're wrong. I mean, you really are. When you sit here and you tweet on the tag all day and you hang out in the community all day, I mean, what else would you call that person?
I just call him a gamer. Nah. I wouldn't call him a gator. I
don't use the term gator, ever. But I say Gamergate supporter and that. No, I don't. I've never once. You can look back in my print. I've never once used the term gator.
It was a shorthand term, and you used it as a shorthand term. That's fine to kind of.
I didn't.
Condense
no.
a paragraph.
I've never used the term gator ever.
Well,
I might have mentioned it once or twice in the press, in my press, saying that like so and so called us gators, but I've never used that as a term.
Anti-GG is just as much as a made up concept.
The reason I don't use it is because it came from anti-GG. If it came from us, I would have used it. Because I don't really.
Anti-GG is also made up shit, and moderate gamergator is the most bullshit term I've heard in my entire life. What is a moderate gamergator? Do we now have radical gamergators? What are they? I've been told hundreds of times at this point that I am a radical extremist gamergator. I'm like, well, cool. That sounds awesome. What do I believe in then? Like, if you're gonna say I believe in trolling and I believe in doxing, you're admitting that part of Gamergate is doxing. I used to think that those were third-party trolls, but if it now has the name as radical and extremist GG, then you're accepting that into your little revolt. And what the criticism that you were trying to fight, they were right then. But go ahead, please call us radicals. I love that. And by the way, radical comes from the word root. By the way, I think it was in Greek or something or Latin, and it means to want to rip something from the ground up. Not patchwork shit like ethics cucks do. No, I think this entire industry, when it comes to games journalism, and the industry in general, is broken, and it needs a complete overhaul. So if I'm a radical, I accept that term. And I made a video about that, and it was real well liked until V. Monroe came, took it out of context, did his little thing because he was trying to support his little ethics cuck buddy, and he was doing the right thing.
All right.
Another point.
We know that we know. Go ahead, John.
Yeah.
Go ahead, John.
Okay.
30 seconds.
You said if
30
you use
seconds.
the Gamergate hashtag, you're a Gamergator, right? Well, I counter that because Sarah Nyberg used that hashtag all the time, and no one's going to call her.
Okay, yeah, I know, but that's semantics, and you know for a fact she's not a Gamergator, and she absolutely states that she's not every time she uses the tag almost, so I wouldn't really say it's the same thing. A person who supports the Gamergate ideals and who supports them, even part of the mission, and continually use the tag, and it's basically, do they see themselves as part of Gamergate, and most of the people who do that do. So I really don't know what to say.
Well, I don't agree with that because there's different people involved for different reasons. Like, you have your reasons, I have my reasons, although I'll admit you and I have very similar reasons for being involved. Take someone like, let me think of a good one. Like someone who is ethics-focused but not an ethics cuck, like Boogie Pop Robin or QQ. They have their own reasons.
I don't like Boogie Pop Robin, but go ahead. But the reason is, I don't. I just saw him talking shit one day, and then I said something, and he's just like, block. I'm usually the one to block a motherfucker quicker than that, and I was like, okay, whatever. Really, a lot of people from the chans have heat with me for unknown reasons, really. I don't know, because I think it's because I called Hot Wheels a cripple that one time, and they really didn't like that. I mean, I don't know. I don't care. Honestly, anybody that's talking shit about me,
don't you dare do that now. Call anybody a cripple. I mean, you're what is it, ableist?
But no, this dude's talking shit about me. I don't know. It's over with now. I don't have a problem. But people are like, "Oh God, how dare you talk like that?"
Yeah.
They treat Hot Wheels as Jesus.
By the way, you do know that the result of this stream is you're going to get a lot of shit, right?
I don't even care, dude. Like, you know I don't give a fuck. Okay, here we go. Somebody pass this along to me.
What's up, bro?
Yeah, alright, I'm reading this tweet, King Paul.
Brian.
Brian, keep it down so I can read this. Don't talk about your UFC just yet. Somebody said, I'm sorry to bother you, Viv, but do you know what this Gamergate Plus shit is? Like Atheism Plus with just more idiots? People started claiming that Gamergate is being too SJW. Yes, it is. For them. So they said they would fuck off to Gamergate Plus. That's not true. It was a total joke, and she's misrepresenting what's going on. They then started a massive circle jerk amongst themselves about it. No, I mean, it's a joke. So to
Just
say...
have fun with it. I mean, even if you're...
She don't know how to have fun. Look at her face, John. She don't even know how to have fun if a dick was right in her face. Like,
I'm not gonna say anything.
I did say she knew how to suck it, but I don't really know if it's gonna be any fun or not.
I'm not gonna say anything mean about her on the stream because she has been trying to. She did say she was gonna be open for a discussion, and I'll reserve.
Oh yeah, that's right, John. She said she was gonna talk to you probably later on Skype. Now, what's that all about?
I tried to reach out to her for comment because I didn't agree with a lot of things she said.
Obviously, I don't. But
yeah, and it just didn't seem like her to go ahead and use the rhetoric she was using. But there she was. Like, yeah, I mean, like, it was...
Did you miss the conversation with me? This is exactly what she does.
Oh, yeah, well, I'm not going to disagree, but the thing is, if she's willing to listen, I'll be able to listen to her back, because the one thing I'll give Cult of Vivian credit for, is she is willing to engage in conversation, she's not. She has been dodging.
She's willing to engage in a conversation that is not about breaking her narrative. It's kind of the same with ethics cucks. They can't defend her shit.
Well, why didn't she come on the show tonight?
Good point.
Because I was calling.
Because Ralph is a misogynist. That's why.
Didn't she say she had some fucking work to do?
And John pointed out that she had no problem with this.
She had to go to the hormone clinic, I guess, maybe. I don't know. But Daddy Warpig said, hey, how come the Ralph has never attacked me? When do I get to be a shill, motherfucker? Daddy Warpig will never be a shill, ever. Daddy Warpig is probably the most solid motherfucker you could ever find.
Daddy Warpig is another dude that I've had great conversations with.
I love Daddy Warpig. Because you know what?
He doesn't agree with everything, but he talked to me like a man and said, look, I don't agree with this. And I was like, yeah, but what about this? And he was like, you know what? There's a point. I don't agree with this. I agree with that. And that's cool. And again, Daddy Warpig will tell you shit like a man. And that's he doesn't get enough credit. And he was one of the first guys saying, like I said it early in the stream. To me, the guy who doesn't want to be only ethics only, the best example, because you can say I'm an asshole, you can say Ralph's an asshole, you can say John's a shit stirrer, which is poisoning the well, but whatever. But Daddy Warpig, you can't say shit on him.
You can't say shit about Daddy Warpig.
He's been fighting this shit for months, and he's been saying it. No, you want to talk only about ethics? Go ahead. Just let us, let the adults talk about SJW.
And that's all I've ever said, dude. I don't care. Like, if you're ethics only, fine. Why are you worried about what we're doing then? Like, I don't know. Like, why don't you just leave us alone instead of trying to chase people all the time?
What bothers me is that why won't they debate it? Because, again, when I bring out statistics, Gamergate was at its highest when we were talking about SJWs, and it was at its lowest when we became more ethics-centered. They have no statistic to back up why. They say, we want to be more appealing to the outside. Well, you've lost more users. You've divided the chance. Kia is kill. Like, what have you... The only thing that's happened is that people like Sargon have more followers now. Like that's the barometer of Gamergate now.
Is King of Paul still in the chat or no?
He's still here.
What's up, man?
Before we move on to another thread.
No, wait a minute, John. I'm the host, not you. What are you doing, King of Paul?
Right. What am I doing? I just passed my midterm, I guess.
How do you know you passed it?
Oh, dude, that was so easy, bro.
Okay, all right, well, sir.
Wasn't that hard? It was criminal.
Yeah, that was me during my physics exam, and then I got a B. So
I just wrote all the shit down. Like he gave us 30 minutes of prepping by talking about what was going on in the news.
Quick interruption. Leo Pirate say that he could be on.
I see him.
Oh, Leo, what's up, dude?
Oh, so King of Paul, you're at university, and that's after you go to the gym, and that's after you
No, today I had Muay Thai class, but I wanted to take a break.
Game Divider. That's what somebody just called. I shouldn't say this, but somebody's called Game Divider. Divider. Anyway, go ahead, King of Paul. Sorry.
No, I'm taking a break because tomorrow I have I got to be up in the morning. I'm doing my physical test so I can get into the SOT training for the cop. Academy, Police Academy, all that good shit.
I
You're
love
gonna be in
those
cops
movies.
and shit.
Though,
You're gonna be like,
I'm sponsored by the county as for the sheriff's department to be a deputy sheriff right now.
Oh
so.
Jesus!
So I just gotta take.
so you're gonna be like Rick
steps
Grimes and shit. That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna be Rick
Yeah.
Grimes.
Well, no,
Awesome.
for now, the plan is to go federal, but that's a side point. Like I want to hunt.
So you're
I'm
gonna be the
go federal.
guy that Brianna Wu's gonna call to track down all these fucking.
Future headline: Police brutality, Florida.
Right now, I'm just building a resume. I already have 6 years at working with extreme cases of psych and psychiatrics with serial killers and murderers and rapists, pedophiles, all that kind of stuff. So I have that.
All
as
that
well.
fun stuff.
I'm gonna be a deputy sheriff here once I swear in next year, and then I'm gonna do that for about 2 years.
So let me see if I get
Finish this degree. I already have a bachelor's in psych. Finish the degree in criminology, and then I'm gonna go for forensic science to understand murder better, just the bodies. And
Okay,
while I'm doing
so-
that, I'm gonna apply for the U.S. Marshals, the DEA, ATF, and the
He's
Feds.
got his fucking life sorted. I need
Too
to
easy.
my uni now.
So basically,
Well,
you've been
I made
spending
some
your
like
time
swear.
around murderers and killers for 6 years, and we're gonna give you a
Yep.
gun now.
Oh, I
No,
mean, yeah,
I'm fucking
yeah.
with you, man. I'm fucking with you.
Yeah, oh, I mean that.
Well, this is the same guy who said that. Well, if you do come to my house, I'll kill you. Well,
Oh
that
yeah,
was-
it's Sandy
Well,
Brown Act,
you can believe it
absolutely.
now, motherfucker. He's in Muay Thai.
I
He's
will
got a gun.
I will absolutely, if I feel threatened, I will stand my ground, and definitely George Zimmerman you. So don't do it.
Yeah.
I mean,
You-
when Deidre thought it was a really funny thing to live stream talking about coming to my house.
He never
John
said
Kelly.
that, by the way.
Was it you? Who was it? Which one of you?
No
retards
one,
did
none
it?
of us said we were gonna come to your house. You
All
must-
right. We're not
Oh,
going.
for fuck's sakes, we have this argument every
We're not
fucking
going
time.
into the house bullshit. We've already had this
Anyways,
discussion.
you guys are betas, so you wouldn't show up. But that's a side point.
Excuse me?
Regardless, I don't need a gun to fuck up somebody.
King Paul, you don't know the
You
difference
or-
between alpha and beta. If one, if
All right.
John
Oh,
Kelly,
for-
please, John Kelly. I would do it. I've been itching for a charity fight stream for so long. I would do it. After that
Hey,
Mini
if
Man thing, I've been
you're
itching
able to
for a
fly
fight.
me down to Florida, fine, I'll take it.
You want to for real? Like,
I'm
for real, I'll
sorry,
do a
so,
charity. We'll do
pardon
something
You
on Saturday.
you would have to provide travel. you'd
Hold
have to
on,
provide-
hold on. Shh, shh, be quiet, be quiet, be quiet, be quiet, be quiet, be quiet. The co-host wanted to speak. What did you
No,
have
I
to
just
say?
wanted him to shut the fuck up. It's
Okay,
getting
well
really-
now you better say something.
That right there is actual autism. People arguing different points, that's not autism.
Exactly. I don't know. No, hers not autism. But anyway, go ahead. Do you have anything to say, co-host?
No, when is this stream gonna end?
I said we probably go for 30. I mean, we got a pretty decent crowd here. I figured we'd go another 30 minutes an hour.
This stream has been hilarious. It's
It's
just
been pretty funny. You know, we've been
Gotta
triggering
give the
people by
people what
calling.
they want.
We called Vivian, Cult of Vivian. It's not her real name, guys. She's not really Vivian. She's probably some. I don't know. What do you think her real name is?
Bertha.
Bertha. God damn it! I swear that was one of the things I was about to say. All right, Bertha. Buffalo Bill Bertha. But her name's not really Vivian. So, fuck you, bitch. I'm not gonna call you Vivian anymore. Apparently,
Why are you so mad at this person? What'd they
So
do?
the last
because
thing I
Kate
wanna
been
say about-
trashing me for 2 days straight on Twitter, King of Paul. I know you're not plugged
Oh.
in, but yeah.
All right,
Hey,
this opinion is only reflective of
Ralph,
myself.
you
The last
should,
thing I want to say. The
Go-
last thing I wanna
wait
say
a
about
minute.
Cult
Wait a
of
minute. You
Vivian-
keep cutting off the ladies, man. Are you misogynist?
Yes, I pathologically hate women.
Are you?
I can't help myself. I have to check my
Let
privilege
Nora get what
every-
she was gonna say, and then I will let you
I
run.
think
your
I
mind.
think I want to hear, after all this shit that has happened, I want to hear about the Milo story.
Nah, shut up. Never mind. I shouldn't have went to you. Go ahead, John.
Anyway, the last thing to say about Cult of Vivian is, I definitely have some experience with her. I don't.
Don't
think she
worry.
did-
She'll
she
still
did
get
some-
you off later on Skype. Don't worry about it, John. She's easy to please.
The point is, I'd rather still have that conversation with her before I say anything further. So that's all I have to say for
That's
now.
fine. It's me saying all that, so I'll take the credit. I don't care. Too many Margarets, no more Margarets allowed. No, we've already got room for the blonde bombshell if she wants to come on.
What?
Exactly. King of Paul don't know shit. Ralph hates women. That's what Nora just said in the chat.
Excuse me, who?
That's what you just said.
Dude, I'm
Me?
so
I
hungry right now, Ralph. What the fuck? Is
Go
that?
fuck
Go get you
yourself.
something to eat, motherfucker.
I'm driving. I don't know what to eat. Tell me.
Chipotle?
Ralph, that's why you never
Parlay
listen to
so
women.
far.
Tell us the
What
Milo
the-
story. No.
Your stomach.
What's the
consists-
question? What's the question?
He wants to
What
eat
should
food.
King of Paul eat?
What he should eat? Pussy?
I was gonna say that, but I
do
figured
that every day.
I don't
Your
even
oath
think you
doesn't
do that.
count.
Huh?
Nothing.
Jeez. Anyway,
Oh, Nora.
you made Paolo cry, you bastards.
Did he really? Did he really?
He actually
Is that
Yeah.
true?
Yeah, he did. But I mean,
Hold on.
no,
Ralph,
somebody
what
linked
happened
that
on
shit.
Sargon's stream. I heard Robert
Dude,
had
nothing.
eaten spaghetti.
no, the only
no,
thing that happened
so
was
long.
me and Sargon. He came on my stream, and then Sargon was basically like, "All right, let's start a stream on my channel." And I was kind of like, I don't know." But you know, Sargon's channel's a lot bigger, so we had like 3 or 4 times the audience instead of 100. It was like 400 or 500. So I was
And he
like,
fucked up.
"Nah." Well, what happened wasn't Sargon's fault. Robin Gething was supposed
Why
to be
would you
getting
have
people.
Robin Gething on?
Well,
Robin Gething's an idiot.
I agree
Yeah,
with
I was
that.
kinda-
Listen, let me
I
speak.
haven't
Let me
heard
speak.
that.
Let me speak. Robin Gething's a complete idiot and a failure and a useless piece of shit. But
Goddamn.
he was on the stream. He didn't start shit with me, so I can't say anything about him, you know, on that air. But the one thing I will say is they tried to blame it all on Pterodax, but Robin Gething tweeted out the Hangout link live on Twitter. And of course, you know, people know I'm on. People know there's a lot of people watching. Of course, they're going to
Who
try
did
to
he
sing it.
blame? That's the part. that
He
I don't
blamed
know.
the trolls, but it was Robin Gething that
I
had
don't know.
Twitter.
He blamed Revolt.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I think he
Not the
did, yeah.
troll. He fucking blamed Revolt. He deleted that shit because it was Gething. He had no proof, and he did it again. Second time, he fucking.
But I mean,
blamed
the stream was
entire
shit. It was
group
only
with
like
zero
30.
evidence.
But no, wait a minute. I will say this: the stream didn't reveal anything. He just said the same things he'd already said on my stream, except
True, but it's not. That's not the reason he did. Well, he
my
deleted
stream's
number-
still up though. I mean, it's not like you can hide that. But go ahead.
He did his best. He fucking did his best to hide the fact that he again blamed Revolt, and didn't he shit on Medicare as well?
No, I can't say. I don't know about that. No, but
I thought Robin was DMing people that. I
no.
didn't know-
Apparently, he actually tweeted it out. Pterodax would
Yeah.
know better.
And keep in
Oh.
mind, Robin has been doing this for a long time, so he has no excuse for this fuck up whatsoever.
Now, a lot of people have presented to me that maybe Robin did that on purpose to sabotage because I was on there.
Yep. And he did this before.
Yeah,
Remember that stream where
Kevin-
I got blamed?
yeah,
Yeah, I
exactly.
got blamed for it. Kevin.
See,
did
and
it
you
to
tried to
Robin.
tell me it wasn't Robin Gething, but yeah, it was anyway. And that's what I was told. Anyway, yeah, I think it was. He doesn't like me to get any shine because I ruined his. And no, I didn't do it, you know, as a personal insult. He was in business with Steve Tom Sawyer, and he's a crook. And I told Robin over and over. I've said this on stream. I said, Robin, like even after before it hit, I told him, and then after the first fucking piece, I said, Robin, this dude's about to go down hard. You might want to, you know.
And let's not forget.
Distance yourself, but he refused. Go ahead.
And let's not forget, Robin Gething and Steve Tom Sawyer were business partners.
That's
they had a
correct.
shared account where they got money from.
Fuck Steve Tom
Steve
Sawyer.
Tom-
That motherfucker used me so hard.
Oh, yeah.
I what a piece of shit.
You
He
owned
used
up to
you
your
really
mistake.
hard.
King of Paul, in this case, you owned up to your mistake.
What
Yeah, he
happened
did.
was he was talking to everybody in Skype, like all of us. In
Did
Skype.
Robert Gething own up?
No,
I don't
he
know.
never
I don't
owned up
know
to
about
shit in
Robert
his
Gething.
life.
I'm talking about Steve Tom Sawyer. Like he convinced me that he was homeless with a couple other people, and like Ralph, you were there. I fucking started GoFundMe because I felt bad. For the guy.
Well, here's the video. All right, you guys want to see the video that he showed to? I mean, you guys got played. I ain't gonna lie.
Now,
Shit.
keep in
Fuck
mind,
Steve
keep
Tom
in mind,
Sawyer.
Robin Gething publicly said that video proved assault. There was no assault in
Right,
that video.
except he was fucking squatting in some girl's house and literally fucking.
And guess what? Those girls contacted me. That's the whole reason he got fucked because they were tired of seeing the bullshit and they contacted me personally.
That's
And-
why Robin has me blocked on Twitter. That's why Robin has me blocked on Google, and that's why he doesn't want me talking about
Pardon
this.
me to interrupt you.
Please
guys.
do, Cos.
Is this the video where there's those 2 Asian chicks and then like, get out, you're scaring us?
Yes.
Yeah.
So-
What basically, Nora, what people didn't know was that he wasn't homeless. He was squatting in some chick's house that he met on the internet. That they went on one date. He just moved the fuck in, right? Like it was all fucked up. Then he was just squatting and he wouldn't leave. Like legitimately,
Where
these
is that?
girls who were friends and went over there and tried to get him to get the fuck out. And then he tried to use that.
All right, here we go. Here we go. We're gonna play it live.
Oh God, fuck Steve.
Just
Tom Sawyer.
just chill, King of Paul. It's only 19 seconds. That's how small it was. All right,
Fuck.
here we go.
They hit me. And you the reason apparently they hit me. I'm gonna not touch her. They show you that you're
Oh, God.
I mean, they look afraid of him, really.
please get out, get out. I
Mhm.
would like you to stop
Please
touching
get out.
me. Stop touching me now.
This one bitch said, "Get the fuck out." And that's it. And that, I mean,
How dare they yell at a squatter to get out of their home?
yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, he followed a DMCA on this video, And in order for him to uphold it, he would have had to sue me. So I just went ahead and reversed it. And since I knew he was broke and homeless, I knew there was no chance of him suing me. So
yeah, the only reason why Gething is involved in Gamergate is for money. That's it. He only wants to make a buck. And the fact that Sargon trusts that motherfucker means you should not trust Sargon.
Now, wait a minute. I'm not going to say that.
I would. And I also wrote an article showing that Sargon has lied about not receiving any coverage for his video game. And why is that important? Because Sargon said the reason why he got involved with Gamergate was because people weren't covering his game. Why is he so
that the little thing you shared? The little segment? Oh, I watched that.
Yeah, so I have no reason to trust Sargon or Gething, and I find that they're both in cahoots with each other. A match made in heaven.
I have an entire article of reasons why you shouldn't fucking trust Sargon.
Oh, yeah.
What's everyone doing for dinner?
I like his videos.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't even know, dude. I'm so hungry right now, Nora. Like, fucking,
I'm eating right now. I'm letting you bastards shit talk so I can eat.
Aw, you're so nice. What are you eating?
Food.
You better describe that shit. I'm diddly scrumptious shit. Oh, fuck, there's a Subway. I don't know. Eat fresh. Fuck you, Jared. You ruined everything.
You ruined RG3.
You fucked it up, goddammit.
I blame Subway for
Oh,
RG3.
look, Gramacho just unfollowed me. Man, that's so sad. Little bitch couldn't suck the heat. I don't know. I just call him cunt. How about we call him that? Dude in the faggot hat. How about we call him that? Look at this guy. Would you ever be caught dead? Would you be caught dead wearing a hat like that? I'm just serious. Like,
I was arguing with somebody about ethics only the other day, and he was like, "There's no such clique. The only horrible people I've seen in Gamergate are you guys."
Look at this.
Would
you wear a hat like this? That's what I want to. Look at this. Look at this guy, Chester the Molester looking motherfucker. I can't even.
I don't know, dude.
Look at this guy. He looks like he's about to fucking rape your child. I mean, I don't know what else to say.
Well, if there's a positive thing,
look at him. Get away from my kids, you asshole. Don't unfollow me, baby. Oh God, I'm so scared. Go ahead, King Paul.
No, I'm just saying there's a positive thing to say about Gamergate. I guess is I'm setting up a couple interviews really soon, but I don't want to say who. Fuck Suey Park.
I saw you tweeted that out.
Fuck Jordan Owen. Fuck him. He is a money-grubbing piece of shit. You want to talk about money-grubbing and confirm that motherfucker. Like,
King of Pole confirmed?
No, dude, he did it himself. Fucking even Blackface Kermit and Jim have been talking about it because he's been such a fucking piece of shit. I don't even have to get into that one. He's just he's a money-grubbing piece of shit. Like, he just owned it up to himself.
Who is this guy? Now, wait a minute. I want to go back to Gramacho. He's supposed to be a game designer? Where's his games? That's what I want to know.
He's made games. He's not lying about that.
Well, what is the game? I've never heard of it. Is it Zoe Quinn level?
Tabletop games.
Tabletop, I see. I don't give a fuck about it. I don't care. If it's not a video game, I don't care. I don't care about tabletop.
Well, tabletop is important.
I know, but I just don't care about it. It's fair. Somebody else can talk about it.
I like Gramacho. He's a good guy.
No, he's not. He's a piece of shit. But anyway, go ahead.
He doesn't make tabletop game. He writes the books. He wrote the books.
He's a faggot. He's a faggot.
We talked about tabletop game. He was a really cool guy.
I don't care. He's a faggot. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Ralph has kids. No,
I don't care. I don't want him molesting any children. That's the thing. But go ahead.
Okay, so like with the Sarkeesian effect thing, right? So I did an interview with David Serini about it and got his side of the story. It wasn't bad. He's talking to him. He's a really good pickup artist. You could tell he knows how to talk to people. Very good at talking to people. And you can just tell. And I've talked to him off air with Andrew. Me and Andrew did the interview. Or Blackface Kermit, I'm sorry. And then afterwards, we were talking about all the legal stuff off air, what was going on with David Serini and Owen that we couldn't talk about prior. I'm not going to say it now, but you'll get the idea in a minute. So then Jordan Owen, in the middle of this legal battle, realizes that if he just alters the video a little bit by cutting it here and there and zooming in, that it's not the original copy, that legally he can produce that and make money off of it, right? So what he did was he zooms in on the Sarkeesian effect. He starts zooming in and cutting, really shitty to zoom in and cutting out the parts where Arini was in it and just keeping him the entire time and changing the ending. And then he produces it as the original Sarkeesian effect, right? And then he puts it on Vimeo for $8 to buy and $4 to rent. And then he takes the last of the patron money that they were getting and then keeps that to himself. So Arini couldn't get any of the money for the last 2 months or so, couple months, right? don't quote me on that. I'm not entirely sure yet to answer that one. But I know for a fact that he did not get money for the last few months because they've been dealing with this lawyer shit of who owns the rights to what distribution and all this other bullshit. So he just kind of go ahead and edit it a little bit so he can pocket the money. It was supposed to be free for the patron backers, the people who funded this shit. It was supposed to be free, and ended up now everybody has to charge it on top of that. So I was going to buy it for $8 and stream it with Andrew and David Serini and the guys for Gamergate, like, because it was supposed to be originally about fucking the SJWs and all this other shit, and it was supposed to be the quote-unquote biggest document on ethics in game journalism, as they fucking said in their own stupid fucking thing. And so this fucking cunt literally goes out of his way to call Hitbox, to call the owner, to contact Hitbox with his lawyer, within 30 minutes of me tweeting this out, not even fucking lying. And then tweets out immediately talking about he's lawyering up and he's going to sue me if I even try to stream it. So then some people decided to put it up on Live Leaks and torrent it, and he's been copywriting it everywhere and blocking anybody who even tries to tweet it out, and then and trying to lawyer up. So he keeps muscling people on Twitter with his fucking lawyer.
My whole thing is, let me say this, King of Paul. I understand why he would want to block you guys from showing it, but I don't understand why he wouldn't just, like, try to cut some kind of deal, or like be like, you could show part of it.
Fuck him.
No, honestly, I could understand why he wouldn't want you to show his whole fucking movie, but why, like, be like, I'm gonna sue you and this and that. I mean, you could do it a little different.
Yeah, but he's just been muscling people. I'm like, are you?
No, but come on, you can understand why he wouldn't want you to show the whole movie.
Fuck him,
No,
dude.
come on, man, you got to.
Hey, both of you, how old are you?
No, stop, Nora, for 1 second, because this motherfucker literally used the term.
Okay, say this, King of Paul. You fucking spent. I mean, he didn't spend it. People gave him the money. Fair enough. Say you spent $50,000 on a movie, and somebody's just like, I'm gonna stream it for free on my channel, and you ain't got shit to say about it. I mean, what is that? I don't know. I probably would have something to say about it. But
am I distributing it? No.
Yes, you are distributing it. Fact of the matter, because you're showing it live on your channel for free.
Okay, can you save it? No, unless I upload it. No.
Well, you can watch it live and record it with a tool that I have. I could record it live. Yeah, I could.
Right, but it's under the Fair Use Act about pausing it.
If you stop it and give commentary, if you do it like that, it is.
Yeah, that's what I was
There's
gonna
four
do.
criteria. There's 4 criteria for fair use. If you don't follow all 4 criteria,
I'm just saying, I can understand why he's a little prickly about it. I just don't think he went about it in the right way.
Yeah, but he's been lawyering up on everybody, including some small fucking.
That's what I'm saying. I agree with you in principle. I'm just saying I understand a little bit where he's coming from, but he.
Right, but even David Serini already confirmed to us that it was supposed to be free for the backers, and he's not doing that. And then on top of that, he's keeping all the money for himself.
Really?
And the entire,
He's not.
And the entire time, he just recently was tweeting to Nero and Adam Baldwin, and at South Park, he got that like fucking blackface.
Isn't that shit on
Ryan
Pirate
this.
Bay, by the way?
Yeah, it
No.
is. Allegedly, it is.
Yeah,
I'm not saying I
but
downloaded it for free.
He put it up on. He started tweeting everybody, like South
I
Park,
did.
all this other shit, saying, "Hey, come buy my video and distribute it. Can you promote my shit? Can you do this and that?" And buy my video. He's just been fucking money grubbing, dude. Look, listen. If you tell me that it's supposed to be about the narrative, it's supposed to be about the narrative. But if you're gonna start fucking muscling people into buying your shit, your shitty ass fucking documentary, people, just small people, and trying to force people to buy your shit, then you're not about it, the fucking narrative. You're about your fucking wallet. All right, you're no better than.
Well, you know what? I mean, there's nothing wrong with making money off your work.
Not, but if you're using a fucking movement to do it, that's like if Martin Luther King.
No, it's not, man. No, it's not. People deserve to get paid for their work, King of Paul. You're wrong. IA's wrong.
Wait a
You're
minute,
wrong.
wait a minute.
Both y'all
No, wait.
motherfuckers are wrong, flat out.
No,
No, fuck you, motherfucker. You're wrong. You're wrong,
Oh
fucker.
my god.
Just go spaghetti out again and fucking do your bullshit. I mean, you're fucking wrong. I don't know what else to tell you.
King of Paul has a point. King of Paul's actually
No,
right
he
here. It's
doesn't.
just
No,
that
if
he-
you put in work, you deserve to get paid for it, period. I don't give a fuck if it's a movement.
Different. No, I'm not saying capitalism is wrong. I'm saying if you're using a fucking movement to make money.
There is no using a movement. Motherfuckers work for their fucking, for their output. What do you mean using the movement? Did he use the movement? Did he just say, I used the movement and this work just divines out of thin air and he didn't have to put no fucking work in? No, motherfucker, just cause you're not smart enough to make no fucking money don't mean shit, motherfucker! Fuck you, motherfucker! Go talk about Auschwitz, you piece of shit! You motherfucking Jew-hating piece of shit! Get the fuck off this stream! Get the fuck off this stream! Go suck fucking IA's dick, you piece of shit!
No,
Yeah, go suck IA's dick some more. Man, this ain't IA, motherfucker.
no, fuck you, dude.
Now fuck you, bitch! You think I give a fuck?
Pocketed it.
You think I give a fuck?
Paid up front. How you even gonna say that, dude? He didn't even give his backers the fucking video that they were supposed to
I'm
get.
just saying, man, I'm sick of this don't make no money bullshit. Now fuck that.
Okay, so it's okay if you just charge people.
There is no. I mean, if you put in work, you put in work. I mean, it's not just like, oh, it's a movement, and so you're supposed to just do it all for free. Did you think Martin Luther King actually worked for free? You stupid fuck. Well, I can tell you for a fact he did not. No, motherfuckers didn't work for free. Nobody does.
It doesn't matter. He got paid up front.
I'm just saying, people don't work for free, King of Paul. Do you think the police force gonna just pay you in fucking donuts?
He got paid $10,000.
I'm just saying, fuck that.
Are you fucking stupid?
No, I ain't stupid.
The backwards were supposed to get it for free.
I'm just
None of us
saying.
got it for free. Do you understand that? How fucking stupid are you? He already got paid. And
Well, you know, I'm not the one that has went on multiple streams and discussed Auschwitz fucking...
Why are you defending a piece of shit? He's a piece of shit. He already got paid. He shouldn't have
Paul.
to fucking ask for money if he got
Oh,
paid
yo,
10
Paul,
grand a
Paul.
month for 9
Paul,
months.
come on, Paul.
Fuck
You
you.
gotta
Now
stop
fuck you,
yelling.
King of Paul. Bitch, come to my fucking house, bitch. You want to talk about come to my house? Why don't you come to my house, motherfucker?
No one said come to the house. Shut up.
Yeah, bring it on, bitch. You think I'm scared of you, motherfucker? This ain't high, bitch. I don't give a fuck.
Fucking stupid.
Now fuck off. Get the
Why are
fuck
you
out.
defending a guy who paid up
I ain't
front
defending shit. I'm just sick of y'all's bullshit, honestly.
Paul,
Get out.
let somebody else talk for
Get
a
out.
second.
You're out. Get out. Go ahead, John.
Yeah, I was gonna come to Paul's aid, but he just kept on yelling and yelling and yelling. It's like, all right, you know what? Fine. Don't let me.
He's out. Fuck him. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
like there's, it's like, he's right about the crowdfunding thing though. Like if he promised the backers that they would get the movie for free, and he's charging them, and that is definitely corrupt. But he just kept on yelling and yelling, and I didn't agree with all his points, but I agree
Nah,
with
you
most
wanna
of
know what? I mean, him and IA and a lot of these motherfuckers got the idea. And IA was, you know what? If you read his interview, and God damn it, I was the one that conducted it. That if you put out a service, you deserve to get paid. Well, that's not what King of Paul keeps saying. Like, oh, it's a movement, and you're not supposed to make money off a movement. Man, that's bullshit. You're supposed to make money for the work you put in. It doesn't matter if it's on YouTube. It doesn't matter if you're writing for your website. If you do work, you should get paid. Do you think they're going to pay his dumb ass to be a police officer in fucking donuts, or do you think they're going to pay him in cash money? Obviously, it's going to be cash money. And by the way, he shouldn't be a fucking police officer. Goddamn. Could you imagine? Could you imagine King of Paul being a fucking police officer? Seriously.
I think.
Nah, fuck that. I mean, let's be honest. Would you want King of Paul to be a police officer? Think about this, chat. Think about it real hard. But anyway, go ahead.
I think what he was not perhaps articulating properly was that he felt that the Patreon backers had been, kind of abused in a sense, like they weren't getting what they were meant to. I think that's what he was trying to say.
If that's the case, I agree with it. If you're, it's kind of like I think you know better than anyone that I have no problem with people making money off of their work, but I do have a problem with people doing shit like, for example, like people who have Patreons who already get paid for doing shit. Like if you have a Patreon and all you do is monetize videos and you already get paid for the monetized videos, you're kind of getting paid twice for the same thing. It's kind of like you're a lemonade standsman and you go out, you sell lemonade, and then you go to the corner to beg for money to make more lemonade rather than, using the profit. I do have a problem with people doing that, and this seems, at least that part of the conversation, to be just that. When you have, when backers who are supposed to get it for free because he is getting paid, he is given money to do this shit, like, it's the typical, it's what the consumer has become at this point. He has no risk because they put in all the investment capital, and now they're not even getting the product. It's worse than Kickstarter at that point.
No, wait a minute. They have a product. Listen, I haven't even seen the movie. I've heard it sucks, right? But that's different from what he's saying. Is like, oh, nobody should make money off a movement. And this ain't the first time. No, that's what I'm talking about, okay? This ain't the first time he said nobody should make money from fucking Gamergate or nobody should make money for a movement. Well, guess what? I made money. It ain't that much, goddamn. It's like $3,000 the whole time I've been fucking working. That ain't shit. Just because King of Paul's an idiot and didn't make money for his work, I mean, that's his fault. I mean, I don't know what to say. If you put in work, you should get paid for it. Regardless, I don't give a fuck what it's for. If people think Martin Luther King didn't get paid, y'all are foolish. All these motherfuckers got money. I mean, it's not about, I mean, it's just getting paid for your work. It's not about exploiting anything, but whatever.
I do agree with you. That went a bit out of hand, though, I believe, personally.
I think what he was, I agree with you too, obviously, Rob. I'm sorry for cutting you off, Noah. Keep going. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm done with my point.
I agree with you too on that point. I think that the sentiment that maybe he was talking to in a poor way was when money is the main thing, because we do have people who are milking this movement and don't give a shit about it. We're not trying to, fix anything or do anything. You're not in that group, Ralph. You're different. You do give a shit. So I have no problem with you making money, but I do have a problem with people who are trying to milk this movement for all it's worth and to take advantage of people's ideals and to pretend to be a part of that just to make money. I think that's maybe where he was going for, and he did it poorly.
He didn't bullet point. He didn't bullet point his position, so that was his problem there.
Exactly. And again, it's something that we all agree on, because Ralph agreed with that earlier in the stream. We had this conversation already.
And
anyway,
also,
I mean, if he put out a substandard product and he didn't give the backers what they were promised, obviously that's not right. But that's not the point King of Paul was making. And he's made this point that he was trying to say plenty of times, and every time I said it's bullshit, and he's still trying to stick it in my face. You know what? Fuck that. I don't care. And he wants to shout me down. I don't give a fuck. I'll just kick him off like I did, so whatever. Go ahead.
So, yeah, basically, it comes down to, at least for me, if I think that the backers should get it, if they were promised to get the product for free, if they were backing the guy, which is basically if you're giving him money to make the product and then now you have to buy the product that you financed, that's horseshit. Like, there's no defending that, in my opinion, if that's what's going on. And I think that's one of his tangential points. The other stuff about not making money off of the movement, I think it goes back to what we talked about earlier. I think that's what he was trying to get to, and he did it poorly. But anyway, guys, so damn, so many. It's funny because throughout this stream, more people have come out being assholes than I think the last 3 days combined. A lot of people are hating your guts right now, Ralph. So,
I just don't give a fuck. I don't know if you could tell, but I'm just tired of the bullshit. Anybody saying something I don't like, I'm just going to call it out. I just don't give a fuck. King of Paul's been saying that forever. I disagree with it forever. He keeps trying to, get loud with me. I don't give a fuck. Go study your fucking bullshit police. I hate the police anyway, so just go ahead and join up.
I think this is a topic we need to move on from. No, boys?
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. I was talking about Twitter and how people are really riled up over this stream.
Who gives a fuck? Are you scared, Verlo? Because I ain't. I don't give a fuck. I really don't.
Dude, I'm like 1/100th when it comes to size and internet influence when it comes to you, and I've been getting shit since the Sargon article. Do I look like somebody who's afraid of anything at this point?
No, not really. But I was just asking.
Oh no, you might lose out in a flame war.
Oh,
no. Is that the fear?
I just don't care. I don't know. Yeah. I'm just gonna keep doing what I do. If somebody likes it, they like it. The difference I have with these people is that these people who are trying to manipulate this shit to make money, they have nothing else to do. I just finished. I actually am about to get into a as a lead game developer in a game development job. So oh no, people don't want to read my articles. I'll write into the sunset. I can make money. I've been making money for quite a bit. And it doesn't come from Gamergate. So, if these people don't have a way to ride into the sunset, and that's why they're so fucking frightened. That's why these people are so concerned whenever you call them out, because it may hurt their only form of income, because they're incompetent, and that's what they have that's what they are. Jesus, what is the word I'm looking for? That's what they have in common with people like Zoe Quinn and Brianna Wu. What it all comes down to is that they're talentless hacks who need to bullshit to get money. And that's why they're fucking really pissed off when you tell the truth. But anyway, guys, it's 2 a.m. for me because I live in... Peace out, Verlo. Where do you live anyway?
I'm living in Spain right now.
No shit.
Ooh.
Yeah. As I said, I got a full scholarship to do a master's degree in an undisclosed university. And I'm going to defend my thesis next Friday, and I'm done with that.
What are you doing it in? I can ask.
You don't
no problem. It's for short, basically software engineering, informal methods and stuff like that. Which is funny, which is kind of a shot I wanted to bring up. People who say I don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to developing game or software. Motherfuckers, I've been a project manager and a team leader. I know more about that shit than anybody who's been a part of this conversation. So shut your mouth and know your role. Did that again for you, Ralph. I know my audience right now.
I appreciate that one, yeah.
Anyway, guys, thank you so much, Ralph, for having me on.
Take it easy, Verlo. I appreciate it. We've been meaning to get you on forever, and you did a very good job. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, and try to take it easy because they're gonna shit on you real hard.
I don't even care, dude.
Get you.
I don't care.
Keep
Have a
doing
good night,
what you do,
Harold.
man. You're doing a good job. You
Thank
too,
you.
Kelly, and thanks. Nice meeting you, Nora.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you too.
See you later,
Bye.
guys.
We're going
Bye.
to the bottom of the hour, and then we'll probably sign off after that.
Any chance we'll get Leo Pirate on here?
Maybe. I don't know. This is kind of I didn't expect the fireworks of the last 10 minutes or so, but
You know what? People are gonna blow this like crazy out, but it's like Brian and you are friends anyway, so people are gonna be like, oh,
I just didn't, man. I'm just sick of hearing that. Like, and then he started hollering and shit, and it's just like, shut up, man. I don't know.
He was talking.
Basically, I don't know. He was trying to dominate me on my own stream. I'm just not gonna take it, and I would have kicked him earlier, but I couldn't figure out. Like, I couldn't bring the whole screen up. So
I understand.
Yeah, I'm a free speech advocate, and I have some very.
I don't care. I run the stream, and if I don't like what you're saying, I'll kick him.
But even in that case, even I would have kicked him.
Yeah, well, I mean, you saw it. I mean, he was trying to. I don't know.
Wait, can I speak?
Yes, please, madam.
So I understand what he was trying to say. Like, Owens did pocket all this money, and he kind of played the Patreon backers, and and then he's like really using Gamergate. It's not like you, the way that you actually create content, but this person had personal gain and stuff like that. And he was trying to say that, Owens is literally stealing from these guys, and he pockets all this money.
They still get $7,000 a month, but that's not what he said, though. He said it was wrong to make money off the movement.
Well, he said that. I've heard him say that before.
Yeah, I have too, and I was tired of hearing it. I mean, that's basically
he said that now, but I think he meant it more in those terms, truth be told. And he's saying kind of like he stole all this money.
Okay, well, how about this? We'll bring him back on. How about that?
I think maybe you two should cool down a little bit before you bring each other.
We'll see what happens here.
No? No
No,
cooling
let's
down?
just bring him back on.
Okay.
I mean, I'll just kick him again if I don't like him. I don't know what happened, but I couldn't bring up the screen. Like, I don't know. He was hollering. I was like, fuck that. Oh, he hung up. Weak ass bitch. Even Leo Pirate wouldn't hang up like that, I gotta say.
I think maybe he's eating as well. Did you consider that?
What do you think he's eating?
What do I know? Do I look like a psychic? Do you think I have cameras trained on
That was a joke.
By the way, Ralph, Leo Pirate wants to come on. He's creating an account on Skype just to get in this.
He doesn't have a Skype account?
Apparently not.
Well, we'll see.
But yes, that was a bit out of hand. But people are probably going to be like, "Oh look, Ralph is such an asshole. This is how friends talk to each other like that. Calm the fuck down."
I don't care. Me and King of Paul's been arguing before, so.
Exactly, and they argue a lot. So what?
It's whatever. I really don't care. Like, in case you guys can't tell, I'm just done with the PR and all this bullshit. I just don't even care. Like, I'm just gonna say what I want. If it offends, good.
Never compromise your position because you want to propagate your message.
Yeah, it's whatever, man. I'm just...
Yeah, like, if you're going to basically...
Especially after today, John, like, there's no point in that anymore, right? I don't know.
Exactly. Like, it's like there's just no point whatsoever.
And, it's nothing against King of Paul. Yeah, he pissed me off there. It's whatever.
Yeah, and then they're probably going to fucking make up like always, as they always do. Jesus Christ.
I'm just saying, it's whatever.
Pirate. Is it Leo or Elio?
It's Cunt Pirate.
Shut up. He put his thing there.
We'll see.
On the...
By the way, Punchmaster wants his ass hand to him again.
Who's that?
Does this asshole really want on the stream? He's not coming on, period.
Oh, that guy? No, don't. That guy...
You talking about the Jamie Rowling? That's the name he used to go by.
Oh, yeah.
Is that who you're talking about? He's not coming on.
And the funny thing is, Icer decided to basically megaphone my tweets at him.
Yeah,
because
he's not
I dared
coming
call
on.
him
First off, he ain't... I just don't want him on. Elio Pirate, I don't like... Actually, you know what? I didn't really have anything against him until he stole my screen. And I really didn't even have a problem with that, but it was more like... He was like, fuck you, Ralph. I can just do what I want. And it's because it's from Ralph. It doesn't matter. And I can just cover up the screen. And really, I didn't even care. But he was trying to be a dick about it. I was like, okay, whatever.
Okay.
And then he...
Ralph,
no, I'm just going to finish talking. It's my show, motherfucker. Be quiet. And so... And then... Like, okay, so out of nowhere, I'm talking about, I wake up in the morning, and he tags me in some shit about Arby's, and I'm just like, okay, you know what, I don't even care about the Arby's thing now, it's funny, sometimes. If it's somebody like I know messing with me, or they're just messing with me in good fun, there's no problem with that. But I don't like this motherfucker, and he's tagging me in some Arby's shit out of nowhere. I'm just like, okay, motherfucker. He said I got Arby's on my mind. I said, well, I guess you also got stealing my fucking content on your mind. And so then he starts this whole fucking thing. It's just, that's where it started, really. I don't even care. Like, the butts thing, he don't want to give me credit for it. I am the one that fucking broke the butt story. Malo Yiannopoulos, if you read the articles, he credits me with the one that originates it. Matter of fact, before I bring him on, I'm going to go ahead and pull that up. But yes, go ahead, John. Do you have anything to say now? Or do you not?
Yeah, I was just going to say, I got Leo Pirate's Skype. Do you want me to add him to this call?
I'll handle that. Don't. Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. Don't add anybody to the call. I'll add him to the call.
All right.
Okay.
I'm not drinking, by the way, now. I've been sober today. Someone's like, Ralph needs Nora's vodka.
Yeah, I would need it right about now.
Yeah, but the thing about Punchmaster is, like, he was criticizing you for alleged ethical violations that he didn't know what he was talking about. I think you really handled that well with your response piece. And he's claiming, oh, I wasn't criticizing Ralph, I was criticizing his work, which is ostensibly the same thing. It's like, you know how you say that that there's SJW lights in Gamergate? Well, that guy isn't SJW, period. He's just, his head's so far up his ass, he doesn't know what he's talking about.
Oh. No, I haven't heard of this person, by the way, whom you're speaking of.
It's not important.
It
really isn't. It's just...
No, it's not really.
For those who know what we're talking about, it's funny, but...
He wrote like a hit on me, but it was pathetic. Like, I could have wrote a better hit on me, like, far.
Is that what you shared, Kelly, on Twitter just now?
Yeah. But,
okay.
Yeah, you can have fun reading that. But the thing is, like, if you object to hit pieces, I can understand that position. But then why are you writing a hit piece? That's what bugs me.
Alright, let me just go ahead and say this before I bring this fucker on the air. If he starts shouting over me or trying to take over the call, I'm just going to kick him, right? So, you guys know that, correct? And I'm saying this for LEO's benefit, too. So I'll wait a couple of seconds before he gets on here. But if he's not respectful of me being the host, he's probably just going to get booted, so... But, even though I don't like the son of a bitch, for that one reason, really, that's the only thing I got against him, I'm still going to bring him on. Because we don't really have shit else to do.
Maybe you clear the air as well, no?
Probably not, but...
Okay. Should I mentally prepare myself then?
Well, I don't know. We've already had... we already had the King of Paul fiasco, so we'll see what happens here, I guess.
I wonder what would have happened if I hadn't come back on.
I don't know.
I'll do my best. I'll do my best to not hurt your fifis, so I don't get.
No, are you gonna steal? Are you gonna steal? Wait a minute. Are you gonna steal any content while we're on the air? Or are you gonna wait till we're off at least?
Oh wait, sorry, I can't hear anything you guys are saying because I had the YouTube video open also. Wait, now everything's clear.
I said, are you gonna steal any content while we're on the air? Or are you gonna wait till we're off the air?
Okay, so you're gonna go right into that.
Hi, is it Elio or Leo?
Well, why don't you explain your side of it?
I'm gonna be the bigger man, and
well, that'd be a first. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay, fair enough.
Kind of like how when you put your face on other people's artwork and when you steal other people's images and stuff.
That's not
shitty clickbait and stuff. You don't really think and include.
Well, no, wait a minute. Wait one second.
What happened when I was working?
Okay, let me say something.
I wanted to.
Hey, let me say something. Okay, first off, this Guardian story is not just any story. It's not just like a random tweet that somebody put. Like the one thing you retweeted was a Coke can with Gawker on it. Now, this was the second biggest story I've ever written on my site. Correct. I mean, you don't know that, but I'm telling you guys, it is the second biggest story I ever had on my site. And other YouTubers, such as Sargon and others, V Monroe, had used this screen plenty of times, and they left my logo up on it.
Okay, listen.
And let me. Okay, go ahead.
For not including your link in the video description, that is 100% my fault. I am not going to apologize for removing your URL from the image because I used it for 3 seconds in a 17-minute video.
Okay.
While someone else was talking over
That's fair. And let me tell you something.
And your URL and brand is so shitty that just seeing it would make people think that it was fake. So that's.
I mean, look at you, dude. You're a fucking furry faggot. I don't know who you're talking about is a shitty brand name. I mean, You're some YouTube faggot that has a dog as his.
Here's the difference. I don't give a shit. Like I'm not trying to.
I mean, is that why you hate Nyberg? Because she gets more dog pussy than you? Is that the thing?
Both
Like,
of you. Hi, I'm Nora.
I mean, is that why you hate her? Because she can bring that fucking Doberman pussy in? Is that what it is?
Listen, asshole. I'm so glad.
No, fuck you, bitch.
To say that joke again.
No, because it's true.
Your misinformation has been used to.
Do you like to fuck dogs? No, here's Milo Yiannopoulos right here on screen. When information about Nyberg's past claims to pedophilia first emerged between December 2014 and December 2015. Now, if you can see on the screen, that links to the RalphRetort.com. That gives me the credit for the first story, which is the truth. I was the one that broke the story. I broke the story, correct? Are you going to admit that or not? Milo Yiannopoulos just admitted it. Are you going to say that's true? Yes or no? Yes or no? Did I break this story? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Story.
Yes or no? Say yes or no. Did I break the story that you got a lot of shine off of, right? I'm the one that broke the story. And you try to say constantly on Twitter that Encyclopedia Dramatica was the ones that broke the story, and that's not true. Correct? Tell me who broke the story.
Chill. Can you just
No, fuck no, I'm not. No, because you like to lie on Twitter. Why don't you just tell the truth now?
I'm telling the truth.
So who was the one, where were the claims first aired? Was it Encyclopedia Dramatica or was it the RalphRetort.com? Yes or no? Or which one?
I was on forums, chans, where people had originally got these leaked chat logs.
That's not true. That's not true. That is absolutely one. No, that's not. It came through me. The people who hacked the site.
Who did you get it from? Goatsy Suck?
No, I didn't. I got it from two people who I'm very close with, and I know how they got it.
Goatsy Suck was the one that...
No, it's not. That's not true. That's not true.
No, it was not them.
That's not true.
Oh, then my anonymous source is just wrong. But
that's
the
not
point
true.
I'm trying to say
I mean, I could say who it is, but, you know, I just don't want to.
I don't give a shit who originally came from. Like, you fine. If you...
The story originated with the Ralph. But that's not what you said on Twitter. No, but wait, no, you... On Twitter, plenty of times, you try to say I stole credit for it and that it originally came from Encyclopedia. Yeah, you did.
Like your latest article, you were like, we were the first ones to break.
Well, we were.
When you're a fucking person, shitty.
So what? We is a figure of speech, you dumb fuck.
Dude, I'm trying to tell you to grow up. Okay?
No, fuck like, you, asshole. No, man, you grow up and stop talking.
Like, oh, check me out.
You furry fuck. I know you're not telling somebody to grow up. Jesus Christ.
Well, the point I'm trying to say is it doesn't matter who leaked it.
Yeah, it absolutely matters because you lied about it. You lied about it. You tried to say I didn't.
No, can I talk? It was you.
Maybe.
You leaked it first.
If you're going to tell the truth, you can.
A shit ton of misinformation by saying that Nyberg fucked a dog.
That's not what I said. No, Nyberg is talking about knots and all kinds of shit in the article. It doesn't actually say she fucked a dog.
From fucking LiveJournal, from somewhere else. And that misinformation, by the way...
No, there is no misinformation in the article. The people who hacked... No, fuck that. No, I'll tell you what happened. The people who hacked the site gave me the leak. I ran a story. Then Nyberg came out that night... No, shut up. I'm talking. I'm talking, fucker. Shut up. And then I came out that night, put out the story. Nyberg said it was false. No, fuck that.
And then we're like, oh, give me
my shitty site. Fuck you, bitch. Because you're bad. You're better because you're on YouTube. You're using somebody else's site.
Better than you. I never.
You're nothing.
The
leak. No, fuck no. You can't. No, you can't. No, listen. Nyberg came out that day and said it was fake. Guess what happened? The people that hacked the site said, Ralph, we're going to prove that it's real. And they said, we're going to hack it again and we're going to fill it. No, I'm just, you know what?
Fake. It's the context of that statement, this joke that you perpetuated, and now is being used to discredit every claim. Even
that's not true. That's not true.
Pedophilia. They're saying
they went back and hacked it.
She's also a dog fucker too, right? Joke.
I mean, you would know about dog fucking, but I don't. I'm just saying. The story originated on my site. They went back and hacked it. Here's the video right here. I'm not even going to play the song because they'll probably put a copyright violation on me.
Okay, before we continue, just so we can get the facts out of the way. As I recall, the claim that Nyberg is a dog fucker came from a forum post that she allegedly made, correct?
That's correct. That claim is never in any of my reporting. So, after it came out...
That claim is not in your reporting. It's in the chat logs, okay? She copied and pasted that to shock people. That's
the Sarah Nyberg story that she copied and pasted it. Now, I mean, if you want to give her defense...
Is from a different source. Like, I don't know what to tell you. It's not even.
I don't know what to tell you. I mean, if you want to defend Sarah Nyberg, I don't know.
I'm not defending Sarah Nyberg. I'm defending bullshit.
I mean, here's the video.
Spreading. Like, I don't want bullshit to spread.
Well, you could have fooled me because.
Well, Ralph, would it behoove you to update that article with like saying that this was copied and pasted from
everything I reported is factual. I don't give a fuck. No.
Like, because I said, when there's more facts to a story and it's pertinent to the story, you as a journalist, it's your ethical duty. Sorry, not as a journalist. Let me rephrase that. When you're reporting on a story,
there's nothing that I've reported that's incorrect. Period.
Well,
not Goat Sec. Those are people that I know. Both of those people were very close to me. The people that hacked this site were fucking like brothers to me. So I know who hacked the site. I know what happened. I don't have to sit here in front. You know what I mean? I was intimately involved with this motherfucker. I don't have to sit here and lie.
Dude, I don't even know what you're trying to establish.
No, you don't. I mean, you don't know because I would have to say who it was.
Bullshit. That's all we're trying to say.
Okay, just go back and listen to my past streams.
And you've been hacked. Look at that. That's the fucking worst thing ever because now they use that excuse.
Well, she was hacked. She was hacked, you dumb fuck.
Can you listen?
No, I can't because she actually was hacked.
Gentlemen, please.
No, I mean, she literally was hacked. What?
Okay, can you just wait?
I run a tabloid, you dumb fuck. Of course I'm going to use a sensationalistic headline. Are you fucking dumb?
Listen to me.
No, I'm not going to listen to you.
My video, the logs that Milo used in his latest.
They all are the same logs.
Are archived.
They come from the same place. They're the same logs.
No, they're not. The one in the video you're showing is from a different domain that Nyberg also used for SEO money. Like that's what she had used on the site. It was Shoe Mall or something. I forgot what it was fucking called, but it's not.
Yeah, but both of them had the whole.
Those chat logs, all right, aren't the ones that we used to talk about in my video and in that report from Breitbart. Those logs were hosted on the site. That adds a ton of legitimacy to that source because it's on their fucking server. Why would Sarah fake these logs and host it in their log directory? Okay? In fact, it probably bothered them so much that they went out of their way to remove it from the web citation that I had once hosted. Do you get the point? Saying that it was hacked actually...
No, it was hacked. I mean, I saw them hack it. Here's the video. I mean, I just had it pulled up. They literally hacked
Well, Ralph,
the site.
I don't think you made a mistake in running that story. But
I mean, they literally hacked the site.
You didn't make a mistake at the time to do that, fine. But I'm saying retroactively, people are using...
I mean, watch the video. They literally hacked the site. I mean, it's not a lie. I mean...
It's a SQL dump. Spoof the cPanel admin and stuff, but, you know, hacking, quotation marks.
I would count that as hacking.
Yes,
because hacking is about getting the back door into something. A lot of people like to obfuscate what hacking is, but no, that is a form of hacking.
But the thing is, because people believe that it was hacked, there's this
misinformation
going around. Okay, yeah, you're right. The logs that we're using wasn't. So they're conflating.
Okay, well, how did you get the logs then? How did you get the logs then? How did you get the logs then?
From webcitation.org, from an anonymous source who had gone through and archived every single log from the site from 2005, and then Roth leaked separate logs that were validated based on IRC snippets that were hosted on Galbadia Hotel. To explain this, Galbadia Hotel used to take like snapshots of the IRC chat and put it on the front end of the site. Those were archived by the Wayback Machine because Galbadia Hotel is underneath FF Shrine. They match up with Roth's logs. Both of those, Roth's logs and the ones from Web Citation, no SQL dump, no GoatSec, none of that was involved. But people are still repeating this claim that they were modified or hacked to discredit.
No, but see, modified and hacked are two different things.
Yes, but they're conflating the two.
Well, I'm just saying, that's two different things. They tried to say that at the time, too.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, Ralph, you can see the problem that Leo Pirate's presenting here.
No,
people
not really.
are using the lack of information in your article as a vector for attack to discredit all the information, including the article itself.
Well, Nyberg's already admitted that the information is real, so what are we really arguing about here? Like, she admitted that all the logs are real. No, wait, Nyberg just put out an article last week saying that it's real.
I saw that.
So what are you arguing about, fucker, is what I'm getting at.
Control F.
No, what exactly are you arguing about? You're trying to say I discredited... No, fuck y'all. No, you're trying to say I discredited your video. Nyberg just said all your shit was real just the other day, so what are you talking about, really?
I'm telling you, Nyberg is not a dog fucker. They're a fucking pedophile. There's, like...
Okay. Well, you would know a dog fucker, I'll give you that. But,
Why? Because of my avatar? I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, and all the furry fucks that hang around you. I mean, I know you like to fuck animals.
Is it Elio or Leo, by the way?
It's just Leo. I had to use the for Twitter.
Yeah.
I was wondering for ages because everyone keeps going Elio, and I was like,
But Ralph, I do think that this is important for you to update the article with the relevant information because while like a reporter or a blogger, writer, whatever, can only report on what he knows based on the information that he has available to him, and that cannot always be holistic. That's an unrealistic expectation. If new
I mean, the only thing I would update it with is his report, and I don't like Leo Parrott, so I'm not putting his shit on my site. I mean,
it doesn't even match the rest of their typing style if you read the logs. Like, Nyberg always ends with that stupid sad face emoticon, and like it doesn't match anything else that they're saying. It clearly was, in context, copy and pasted from somewhere else. But that joke is perpetuated, and now that's... Even Catherine Cross, did you see that? Catherine Cross in a tweet, she was like, they conjured this pedo-bestiality meme, these meme wizards, they're just, to attack Sarah Nyberg. But anyway, as long as that's updated, that's fine. And you may have been the first one to leak the story. That's totally
Actually,
fine.
no, I didn't leak it. Somebody leaked it to me.
Good. Listen, for your own good, don't act like that's a big deal. You know what I'm just saying?
Yeah, I know you would love to have all the credit, but I can't help it.
No, I don't.
I mean, read the article. Milo just said it originated with me. I mean, whatever you want to say, I don't really care.
I don't give a shit. I'm a nobody. I have like 20,000 subscribers and stuff.
Well, yeah, when you go on Twitter and say I didn't do shit, of course I give a shit. When you try to lie about my record, yeah, I'm gonna fucking correct it. Fuck
what have you done other than like?
Bitch, what have you done? I fucking the Guardian leak. Oh, okay, that came from me, and you just stole it and put it in your video and tried to fucking not put a link to me in the fucking video. The Zoe Court docs came from me. Lee Alexander, I was the one that blew her out right at the start. Yeah, plenty of shit has come from me, fucker.
Leopard's done a lot. I would not discredit.
Yeah, well, so have I. So have I. Fuck him for trying to diminish what I put in. No, fuck you. No, the difference is about to be you're off the air.
Other people's stuff. Other people who have dug, who have actually, the people who do the real work. Okay, the real research.
No, fuck that. I do real work. No, fuck that. I reject that. I reject that. I know you like to suck the Chan's dick, but I put in real work just like anybody else. Fuck the bullshit. I don't give a fuck.
Well, first, I think it's a conflation between real work and digging versus presenting.
Yeah, I think digging is the real work. Presenting is just like taking.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
People have archived, what other people have cross-referenced, what other people have saved, and then you're just putting it in.
Okay, well, why can't the 8chan motherfuckers break out a story and it takes me and you and people like us? Because nobody wants to go on 8chan and they don't know how to fucking present it. So that fucking service is very valuable. You're fucking dead wrong. No, because they don't have the fucking skill is the problem.
Dude, no.
Leo, in this case, I don't think
it's
you're
the
giving yourself
truth.
enough credit because digging and presenting are two different things, but they're both very valuable.
Right, but the thing is, someone who digs doesn't necessarily have the same reach as Ralph or I, okay? And I'm willing to understand that I didn't dig. I didn't research and stuff. I got this information handed to me on a silver platter, and then I put it in a video.
Sure.
Ralph, on the other hand, you call out people on Twitter and say, well, what have you done for Gamergate, huh? What have you done? I'm like, talk about a fucking hypocrite. You just report on what other people have done. And
Get out. You're gone. So
I don't think it was fair to have kicked Leo Pirate.
I don't care. I kicked him. I'm about to kick you too. Goodbye. So, we're about to wrap up the stream. Yes, I did. I certainly did. And I'm about to wrap up the stream because I'm just sick of this bullshit, honestly. So, do you have anything else to say?
All the people I had on, I saw their side and your side both. That was an interesting stream, don't you think?
Yes, it was very interesting, and I appreciate everybody joining me. And I'll see you guys on the flip side. And goodbye. Welcome to Gamergate Plus here on the Ralph Retort Live. I know there are some simple-minded people among us who actually took this as a legit attempt to split the tag, which I always thought